Okay, so am I audible to all of you? Just check it out whether you can hear me. So this particular class of current affair, ये आपका मैं नवंबर मंथ का करंट अफेयर कवर करूंगा. कुछ मिसलेनियस टॉपिक हैं जिनको बाद में कवर कर लेंगे, बट लार्जली ये 50 पेज का एक डॉक्यूमेंट है विच आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड एंड आई हैव कवर्ड ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द टॉपिक्स ऑफ नवंबर मंथ इन दिस. And I'll be covering November. Next week I'll be doing October and then September, something like this. So entire 6 months current affair in one marathon will be little fast, will be little hectic. So let's go month wise month. All I expect from you is आप कॉपी और पेन लेके बैठे, एक कॉपी एंड एक पेन, one copy one pen in your hand. In one entire slide I'll tell you only one or two things to be noted. आपको तीन चार चीज नोट करनी है और आपके करंट अफेयर के नोट्स बनते चले जाएंगे. वेरी सिंपल, नॉट एट ऑल डिफिकल्ट, बट इफ यू रन अवे, इफ यू लेफ्ट द क्लास इन बिटवीन, इट विल नॉट हेल्प यू. I assure you one thing, I've started this current affair classes now and for your exam this will be going. So questions, largely probabilities question will come from here, but you need to make meticulously, you need to make notes and you need to sit here and you need to prepare properly with me. You need to take it as a class. If you attend it like a class, that you are sitting in my class and now you will go only after class, then your preparation will be good. But अगर आपने क्लास ऑन किया और फिर बंद कर दिए, भाग गए, then it will not be helpful to you, right? So so this is how we have to go for it. So I'm going to start from November, and if you have any doubt you can ask me from here only. And we are targeting 2 exams. Current affair requirement for each exam is different, like Union Public Service Commission, civil services exam, it is different, banking it is different. For these 2 exams, that is your patent design and trademarking, and for Airport Authority of India, and engineering related all exams which you are targeting, for that this current affair what we are doing is sufficient, and we have taken only those topics which are most important from that aspect. So without wasting any time, friends, let's start with our topics and I'll be discussing with you. I start with first news, European Union Film Festival. So all you need to know is there is something which is called European Union Film Festival, and that took place in New Delhi, that is going to take place in New Delhi in December. So where is this going to take place? That is in New Delhi. And the purpose of these kind of film festivals, is cultural linkages between the two countries, India and European Union. Their cultural ties should be better. उसके लिए इस तरीके के फिल्म फेस्टिवल होते हैं. और भी फिल्म फेस्टिवल हैं other than European Union. There are other film festivals also which are important from exam. So note it down. European Union Film Festival is going to take place in New Delhi, and other things like India, European Union, rich cultural ties will be there. And then there are some movies they are going to show. 28 films in 25 languages from 28 European countries are going to be shown there. In that, some films are very, very important, for which these films have got different awards, like Cannes Film Festival, or in European other film festivals, or in Oscar Film Festival. So this Banshees of Inisherin, this is very much in news. इसको ऑस्कर्स के लिए 9 ऑस्कर्स के लिए ये नॉमिनेट हुई है. So this movie and this Oscar is something which is important. Oscar award film festivals, फिल्म की फील्ड में सबसे बड़ा अवार्ड होता है ऑस्कर अवार्ड. So this name you need to remember. Where European Film Festival is going to take place, that is important for us to know. So इसको आपने नोट करना है. And other than this, I am telling you, like there are other film festivals which are important. I remember current affair में there was a question that Cannes Film Festival is basically in which country, कहाँ पे वो award मिलता है, Cannes Film Festival का award कहाँ पे मिलता है. So that is in the France, and that is very, very prestigious award. And India से भी बहुत से actors जाते हैं. India से Govt of India also, people go from Govt of India, they are also recommended for that. So Cannes Film Festival annually takes place in Cannes in the France, and it was first time it was held in 1946, and this is very very reputed film festival. So Cannes Film Festival is in the France. Similar to that, there's a Golden Globe Award, and I'm sure आप इसको नोट करते जा रहे हैं, you people are noting it down. Golden Globe Award is also for American and International Film and Television Award. So Golden Globe Award अमेरिका से रिलेटेड है, that is basically given in America, and that is also related to film festival, right? So Golden Globe Award, ये मैं इसलिए तुम्हें बता रहा हूं कि इससे रिलेटेड जो न्यूज होगा that will be important news for us and we'll need to cover it up. So Cannes Film Festival, Golden Globe Film Festival, Cannes फ्रांस से रिलेटेड है, Golden Globe अमेरिका से रिलेटेड है, Academy Award ऑस्कर अवार्ड को बोलते हैं. So what is Academy Award for? Cannes अवार्ड किस चीज के लिए होता है? फिल्म्स के लिए. गोल्डन ग्लोब किसके लिए होता है? फिल्म्स के लिए. सिमिलरली एकेडमी अवार्ड किसके लिए होता है? फिल्म्स के लिए. नोबल किसके लिए होता है? that is 6 category: Nobel Peace Prize, Nobel Economy, Physics, Chemistry. You understand? So Academy Award 2023 में बेस्ट एक्टर किसको मिला? ये इंपॉर्टेंट होती है चीज. किस मूवी के लिए मिला? बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस कौन थी? डायरेक्टर कौन था? ये 4 चीज आपने याद रखनी है फॉर एकेडमी अवार्ड और ऑस्कर अवार्ड. आप नोट कर लेंगे. एकेडमी या ऑस्कर अवार्ड, ब्रेंडन फ्रेजर को दी वेल के लिए बेस्ट एक्टर अवार्ड मिला. एवरीथिंग एवरीवेयर ऑल एट वंस, ये बेस्ट मूवी के लिए था, राइट? सो बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस मिशेल लियो फॉर दिस सेम मूवी, एवरीथिंग एवरीवेयर ऑल एट वंस, and best director is Daniel Kwan. So that is for this. And where Academy Awards take place, that is in the Dolby Theatre, Hollywood, Highland Center. So Hollywood is in USA. So Academy Awards are very important. और किस कैटेगरी में Academy Award मिलता है, that also is important. Right? So Academy Award is important. I'm sure you people have updated. Academy Award किसको मिला? बेस्ट एक्टर, बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस, डायरेक्टर एंड मूवी. दैट इज द Academy Award. So this document, I'm telling you, you attend it as class and you keep noting down important चीजें जो हैं उनको नोट करते जाओ. So Academy Award किस किस को मिला? ब्रेंडन फ्रेजर बेस्ट एक्टर, बेस्ट पिक्चर एवरीथिंग एवरीवेयर ऑल एट वंस, बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस मिशेल, एंड डेनियल इज बेस्ट डायरेक्टर. और ये हॉलीवुड थिएटर में होता है. गोल्डन ग्लोब किस चीज से रिलेटेड है? ये भी आपका अमेरिकन एंड इंटरनेशनल फिल्म एंड टेलीविजन से रिलेटेड है. कैन्स फिल्म फेस्टिवल फ्रांस में होता है, ये भी उसी से रिलेटेड है. एंड क्वेश्चन वाज यूरोपियन यूनियन फिल्म फेस्टिवल कहां पे हो रहा है? तो वो आपका दिल्ली में होगा इन दिसंबर. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो कहां पे हुआ, दैट कैन बी द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. एंड इंडिया का अपना जो इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल है, इंडिया का इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल, वो 20 से 28 नवंबर इन गोवा. सो दैट वाज बेसिकली इन द गोवा. सो इन इंडियन इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल that took place in Goa. That is another important information related to film. So Goa में ये आपका International Indian International Film Festival took place in Goa. That is important for us. I'm sure you people are noting it down. International Indian Film Festival took place in Goa. Right? Okay. Now, which state is asking for special category status? अभी देखो, special category status, Bihar has asked for special category status, and Bihar is also in news because बिहार ने कास्ट सेंसस करवाया, कास्ट के बेस पे सेंसस करवाया. तो किस स्टेट ने कास्ट बेस्ड सर्वे करवाया? विच स्टेट गॉट कास्ट बेस्ड सर्वे? बिहार. एंड विच स्टेट इज आस्किंग फॉर special category status? So that is Bihar. 1/3 of the population of Bihar is in poverty, so it is below the poverty line, and Bihar wants it to be in the special category status. अभी ये special category status किसके बेस पे आया था? What is the information related to special category status? So Finance Commission, as you know, is a constitutional body. Finance Commission is a constitutional body and it is mentioned under Article 280 of Indian Constitution. Finance Commission is appointed every 5 years by President of India. And the main purpose of Finance Commission, हमने पॉलिटी में देखा था, main purpose of Finance Commission is to suggest a formula for sharing the income which government gets through tax between central government and state government. तो बेसिकली फिजिकल जो आपका फेडरलिज्म है, फिजिकल फेडरलिज्म मींस शेयरिंग ऑफ द इनकम बिटवीन सेंटर एंड स्टेट, दैट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ फाइनेंस कमीशन. And finance commission is a constitutional body mentioned under article 280. Now finance commission, which was fifth finance commission, it basically recommended in 1969 that some states should be given special status. I'll tell you, in 1966 Himachal Pradesh was created from Punjab. The hill area of Punjab was created as a separate state, Himachal Pradesh. Now Himachal Pradesh is not having agriculture, it is not having industries. So how the people of Himachal Pradesh will develop, or the what will be the source of income for the government? So finance commission ने suggest किया that let's make some hilly states special status category states. उनको स्पेशल स्टेटस का मतलब है कि थोड़ा ज्यादा पैसा देंगे, उनकी डेवलपमेंट के लिए थोड़ा ज्यादा पैसा देंगे. सो बॉर्डर स्टेट्स और स्टेट्स विद स्पेशल रिक्वायरमेंट, दे वर मेड स्पेशल स्टेटस स्टेट्स बाय फाइनेंस कमीशन. अब रिसेंटली बिहार इज आस्किंग दैट आई शुड बी this Bihar should be given a special status because the Bihar में poverty is there. So 1/3 are below poverty line and hence a special status category should be given to Bihar. So on that particular basis Bihar is asking for special status category. So ये अपडेट कर लेना कि किस स्टेट ने कास्ट बेस्ड सेंसस कराया और कौन सी स्टेट स्पेशल स्टेटस की डिमांड कर रही है, दैट यू शुड बी अवेयर. ओके, बुकर प्राइज फ्रेंड्स इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. बुकर प्राइज दिया जाता है लिटरेचर के लिए. अभी हमने कुछ अवार्ड्स देखे विच आर गिवन फॉर फिल्म्स एंड टेलीविजन. नाउ वी आर कमिंग टू अवार्ड विच इज गिवन फॉर लिटरेचर. सो बुकर प्राइज इज गिवन फॉर लिटरेचर एंड आयरलैंड के ऑथर, आयरिश ऑथर पॉल लिंच गॉट प्रेस्टिजियस बुकर प्राइज फॉर हिज नॉवल प्रॉफिट सॉन्ग. सो इसको अपडेट कर लेना. Prophet Song is the basically novel for which he is given Booker Prize. So Prophet Song, Paul Lynch is given the Booker Prize. That is the important information and I'm very sure you are noting it down simultaneously so that you are at the end are clear with the current affair of November month. Similarly we do for other months later on. So Booker Prize मिला है Paul Lynch को for his novel Prophet Song. नाउ कौन सी कंट्री ने इंडियंस को वीजा फ्री एंट्री दिया है? विच कंट्री हैज गिवन वीजा फ्री एंट्री टू इंडियन? एंड मलेशिया इज दैट कंट्री विच रिसेंटली गेव वीजा फ्री एंट्री टू इंडियन. एंड व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर दैट इज क्योंकि मलेशिया का सारा काम टूरिज्म के बेस पे चलता है. सो श्रीलंका एंड थाईलैंड हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन वीजा फ्री एंट्री टू इंडियन because Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, they want tourism, they want tourism to develop and hence visa requirements they have eliminated. So they are asking Indian to come to their country, no requirement of the visa and you can come to Malaysia. So which country recently gave? Malaysia gave visa free entry to Indian because Malaysia is looking for tourism development. और कौन सी कंट्री वीजा फ्री एंट्री देती हैं? So that is Sri Lanka, Thailand. They have already provided. You need not to have visa to enter in Sri Lanka, Thailand and Malaysia. Okay, आपने ये न्यूज देखा है. प्राइम मिनिस्टर रिसेंटली took a sortie in तेजस. तेजस क्या है? हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड ने एक ट्विन सीट फाइटर एयरक्राफ्ट डेवलप किया है. ट्विन सीट फाइटर एयरक्राफ्ट है तेजस. और what is so special about Tejas is it is make in India product. That means Tejas is entirely designed, developed and manufactured in India. ये सारा के सारा इंडिया के अंदर ही हुआ है and hence this is basically product of Hindustan Aeronautic Limited. and अगर ये प्रोडक्ट हमारा हम अच्छे तरीके से बनाते हैं then we will become self-reliant in the field of aircrafts. So, but it is not a passenger aircraft. It is a supersonic multi-role, fighter aircraft. The name is Tejas, developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. which is Bangalore based defense PSU. You people are already knowing. तो ये इसका एक न्यूज था. तो तेजस क्या है, कौन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उसको बनाता है, वो आपके लिए एग्जाम के लिए इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Okay, what is International Sugar Organization? International Sugar Organization is basically the organization of sugar producing countries. Recently, International Sugar Organization का जो meeting था, that was held in London. That is information number one. You should know. Second information, India is the largest consumer and second largest producer of sugar in the world. India is the largest consumer and second largest producer of sugar in the world. That is the second important information related to sugar. So International Sugar Organization, the meeting was held in London. That is one information. And India is the largest consumer and second largest producer of sugar in the world. So International Sugar Organization Summit basically is going to be in London. It is going to be the summit meeting in London. Okay, now what is Panauti remark? Recently during elections, आज उसके रिजल्ट भी आ रहे हैं. आप जानते हैं इसमें इलेक्शंस के रिजल्ट का दिन है आज. राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, तेलंगाना results are coming. So political leaders keep on giving some remarks. So it seems Rahul Gandhi said Panauti to Prime Minister, and then Election Commission took notice of that. So during rallies he said that. The important information is Election Commission, which is mentioned under Article 324. So Article 324 is Election Commission of India, and Election Commission of India is 3-member body. It is 3 members body, Chief Election Commissioner and 2 election commissioners. So if any political party is saying something, then whether that is acceptable or not, that Election Commission only will decide, and then they will give notice also to the leaders. So Election Commission of India is mentioned under Article 324 of Constitution, and it is 3-member body, Chief Election Commissioner and 2 election commissioners. So Election Commission of India, Article 324 and 3 members, and this was the remark which was given, because of which Election Commission of India was in news. Now friends, what is the rise accelerator? ये नाम याद रखो, rise accelerator है क्या? rise accelerator, rise का full form देखो क्या है? rise rapid innovation and startup expansion. rise means rapid innovation and startup expansion, rise. And rise accelerator means we are to basically accelerate the startup culture in India. So Australian and Indian entrepreneurs, basically there is a collaboration between India and Australian entrepreneurs, and it is basically being coordinated by Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog and Australia's science agency CSIRO. नीति आयोग आप लोगों को पता है व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ नीति आयोग? इट्स अ प्लानिंग विंग ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. अटल इनोवेशन मिशन गवर्नमेंट ने स्टार्ट किया था, एक अटल इनोवेशन मिशन. स्कूल्स के अंदर टिंकरेबल प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह बच्चे बनाएंगे, देखेंगे. सो अटल इनोवेशन मिशन, नीति आयोग इन एसोसिएशन विद ऑस्ट्रेलियन नेशनल साइंस एजेंसी, उन्होंने एक राइज मिशन स्टार्ट किया था, जिसका मतलब था टू सपोर्ट द स्टार्टअप्स इन सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी सेक्टर. सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी किसको बोलते हैं? which is sustainable economy. That means in a circle from raw material to finished product, you are to move that in a circle so that wastage is minimum and development becomes sustainable development. That is called circular economy. So if you want to go for entrepreneurship in circular economy, then India and Australia have started this, rise accelerator. Exam में question आएगा, rise accelerator किस चीज से related है? India Australia entrepreneurship promotion program, it is rise accelerator. So you should know what is the meaning of rise accelerator. इसको note करना, what is the meaning of rise accelerator. And है क्या ये rise accelerator? This is a rapid innovation startup expansion. rise accelerator India plus Australia. अब जब इंडिया की बात आती है, which organization? अटल innovation mission and नीति आयोग. Similarly, Australia में से कौन सा है? That is the meaning of it. And to promote the startups in India related to circular economy. That is the meaning of rise accelerator. फ्रेंड्स, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ विद्या समीक्षा केंद्र? कॉपी के अंदर लिखेंगे विद्या समीक्षा केंद्र क्या है? विद्या समीक्षा केंद्र is now in different states and in India also. So recently, Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister launched this Vidya Samiksha Kendra in the state. And what is this all about is like using that technology and data science for education. So use of technology for making the education more effective. So leveraging the technology for making the education system more effective, that is what the governments are doing now. तो क्या है ये विद्या समीक्षा केंद्र? क्या लिख लें इसके बारे में? टेक्नोलॉजी एंड डेटा साइंस का यूज करना एजुकेशन को प्रमोट करने के लिए, उसको बोलते हैं विद्या समीक्षा केंद्र। डेटा साइंस का कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं? वी विल गैदर द इंफॉर्मेशन, विल गैदर द डेटा दैट विल हेल्प अस कि हम एजुकेशन को और इफेक्टिव तरीके से चला सकें। इसको बोलते हैं विद्या समीक्षा केंद्र। इनकॉर्पोरेटिंग टेक्नोलॉजी एंड डेटा ड्रिवन अप्रोच टू मेक द एजुकेशन मोर इफेक्टिव। कौन सा मिनिस्ट्री है इसके अंदर? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन इसको प्रमोट कर रहा है। सो अगर आप देखेंगे, आई मीन दिस यूज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, transformation of school education through technology, that is all about vidya samiksha kendra। इसको विद्या समीक्षा केंद्र बोलते हैं। Okay, now recently there was a news that first female woman judge of Supreme Court, Justice Fatima Bibi, she recently passed away. She was also governor of Tamil Nadu। अब एग्जाम के हिसाब से इंपॉर्टेंट ये है that who was first female, who was the first female judge of Supreme Court? First female Supreme Court judge, Fatima Bibi, she recently passed away। She was also governor of Tamil Nadu। She was also governor of Tamil Nadu। Okay, Girish Chandra Murmu, he is Controller and Auditor General of India, CAG। He is Controller and Auditor General of India। Let me tell you friends, CAG, Controller and Auditor General, is mentioned under Article 148 of Constitution। Article 148, there is a position of Controller and Auditor General। He is appointed by President and he is the guardian of public purse। So guardian of public purse, that means whatever money is spent by government, uski auditing and uska observe karna whether that is efficiently being spent or not is the duty of CAG। Which government? Central government, state government, or both? Answer is both। Only central and state government or public sector also? Public sector also। Central government, state government, public sector, and wherever government money is involved। And he operates, CAG operates through AG office in the state and district treasury officer in the district। So till district level there is all connectivity, like judiciary is integrated judiciary, even auditing system is integrated system in India। स्टेट सेंटर में CAG हैं, फिर स्टेट में AG हैं, फिर डिस्ट्रिक्ट ट्रेजरी ऑफिसर है। इनकी रिपोर्ट को पार्लियामेंट के टेबल पे रखा जाता है, लोकसभा राज्यसभा, बाय प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया, एंड स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव में रखा जाता है बाय गवर्नर ऑफ द स्टेट। फिर ऑन दैट रिपोर्ट द पब्लिक अकाउंट कमेटी ऑफ पार्लियामेंट विल बेसिकली go through that report and a discussion will be taking place। So that is a post of CAG। Recently Girish Chandra Murmu, who is the CAG of India, उनको वाइस चेयरमैन बनाया है यूनाइटेड नेशन पैनल ऑफ एक्सटर्नल ऑडिटर का। सो करंट में न्यूज वाज दिस। सो मुर्मू वाज मेड वाइस चेयरमैन ऑफ यूनाइटेड नेशन पैनल ऑफ एक्सटर्नल ऑडिटर्स। सो दैट वाज द न्यूज, रिसेंट न्यूज। दिस वाज द रिसेंट न्यूज। वाइस चेयरमैन ही वाज मेड ऑफ दिस पैनल। बहुत सी ड्यूटीज एंड पावर्स होती हैं CAG के पास, और गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज को ऑडिटिंग करते हैं वो, और वो अपनी रिपोर्ट्स गवर्नमेंट को देते हैं, लेजिस्लेटिव बॉडीज को देते हैं। ऑडिट ऑफ अकाउंट सर्टेन अथॉरिटीज का किया जाता है, एंड बेसिकली अकाउंट्स ऑफ द स्टेट्स, यूनियन गवर्नमेंट्स एंड अदर गवर्नमेंट बॉडीज एंड अथॉरिटीज आर डन बाय CAG। CAG is to be removed on similar way, the way you remove a judge of Supreme Court. So Supreme CAG is getting protection in the Constitution. That also you should know. So we have covered the CAG in the polity lecture. CAG के बारे में हमने polity में डिस्कस किया था. Okay, International Emmy Award. International Emmy Award recently इंडियन कॉमेडियन वीर दास उनको एमी अवार्ड मिला है, इंटरनेशनल एमी अवार्ड. एंड उनका एक नेटफ्लिक्स पे शो आता है लैंडिंग ऑन मंडे. उस लैंडिंग ऑन मंडे के लिए उनको ये इंटरनेशनल एमी अवार्ड मिला है. सो व्हाई दिस इंटरनेशनल एमी अवार्ड इज गिवन? टू रिकॉग्नाइज द एक्सीलेंस इन टेलीविजन एंड emerging मीडिया परफॉर्मेंस. So TV and emerging media performance में this is given. And I told you, like Golden Globe, Oscar, Cannes, International Emmy Award is also important, but it is given only for television and other social media. So television and social media से related award है International Emmy Award. International Emmy Award. So understand this International Emmy Award given to Veer Das for landing on Monday. So he is the Veer Das fellow who has got this International Emmy Award, and this International Emmy Award took place in New York, 20th of November. These were in New York. Okay, so let's go for next, that is Safe City project. Now the question is, which state has brought Safe City project? So Uttar Pradesh government has brought Safe City project. And what is the meaning of Safe City project is like installation of CCTV cameras. How CCTV cameras will be put in different places so that the city becomes safe. सिटी के अंदर म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन, गवर्नमेंट, नॉन गवर्नमेंट एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट्स, इवन कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स विल बी कवर्ड. गवर्नमेंट विल पुट सीसीटीवी कैमरा, अलग अलग जगह पे सीसीटीवी कैमरा लगाए जाएंगे सो दैट द सिटी बिकम सेफ फॉर गर्ल्स एंड वुमेन. दैट इज सेफ सिटी प्रोजेक्ट. एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आएगा, which state is coming out with safe city project? That is the basically safe city project, which state and what they are going to do in safe city project. And I tell you, Uttar Pradesh government may present government has won the election on the pretext of this basically becoming safe city. I mean safety is the main domain, safety is the main reason why this government again won the election in Uttar Pradesh. तो उत्तर प्रदेश के अंदर डेवलपमेंट, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट एंड सेफ्टी, ये दो रीजन थे जिसपे उत्तर प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट इलेक्शन जीती है. तो सेफ सिटी प्रोजेक्ट रिसेंटली किस स्टेट में इंप्लीमेंट हुआ था और उसमें हम लोगों ने क्या किया था? Whatever I am writing here with the red, that you note down in your copy, and those who will get this document, who will get this entire 50-page document, they should read it in detail also. They will get the idea about this also. So safe and secure Uttar Pradesh, and how many municipal corporation we have, और हर एक म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशंस को कवर किया गया है और अच्छे तरीके से सीसीटीवी कैमरास वगैरह के थ्रू उनको बेसिकली प्रोटेक्ट किया गया है. एनसीसी, एनएसएस वॉलंटियर्स basically will also be included in this, and police station will also be equipped with CCTV cameras. So these are a couple of things which this government is doing to make the city safe, right? Okay, so what is Vajra Prahar 2023? Now let me tell you, I'll be covering today some military exercises. India as a country conducts some military exercises with different countries of the world. Like India doing military exercise with America, India doing military exercises with France, India doing military exercise with Israel, India doing military exercise with China. हर एक मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज का कुछ ना कुछ नाम होता है. There is some name of every military exercise. You should know that which military exercise is with which country. So Vajra Prahar is the military exercise of India with the United States, and similarly the name of others also you should know. So Vajra Prahar is military exercise between India and United States, and where it took place in Malaysia's Umroi cantonment. Just write this in your copy. So Vajra Prahar, which states and where this took place. These two informations are important. Please note it down in your copy. So Vajra Prahar, military exercise, and then you have to do like this, right? Okay, let's go to next news now. That is related to heat wave which is hitting Brazil. Now let me tell you, there are so many news which are related to environment. Environment में news related to two things. One is climate change. अगर मैं environment की news discuss करूं, environment news are basically related to climate change and climate change plus El Nino. This is the another phenomena, El Nino. These two things are being discussed a lot nowadays, and there's an interrelationship also between climate change and El Nino. When we talk about climate change, then we are talking about COP28, जो presently is going on in Dubai, UAE, COP28. और उससे पहले हम लोग बात करते हैं COP26, नेट जीरो एमिशन की उसमें बात हुई थी ग्लासगो में. सो क्लाइमेट चेंज एंड एल नीनो एक फिनोमेना जो अभी आएगा, उससे वर्ल्ड में अलग अलग जगह पे फ्लड आ रहा है, फॉरेस्ट फायर्स आर देयर, ड्रॉट इज देयर, एंड वेदर चेंज इज देयर. some places there's a lot of flooding, rain, some places there's a lot of dry patches. यूएई के अंदर बहुत सा ड्राई पैच है, वाटर स्केर्सिटी है. इराक, ईरान, यूएई वाटर स्केर्सिटी. कंट्रीज लाइक इंडिया लॉट ऑफ फ्लडिंग, कंट्री लाइक अफ्रीका लॉट ऑफ फ्लडिंग, and then there's a dry patches in some countries, then there's a drought in some countries. so ये इफेक्ट है आपका क्लाइमेट चेंज का एंड एल नीनो का, उसको हमें डिस्कस करना है. सो दिस न्यूज इज रिलेटेड टू हीट वेव इन ब्राजील. सो ब्राजील में जो टेम्परेचर है वो अक्टूबर मंथ के अंदर आई थिंक इट वाज 45 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, एंड द रीजन इज लार्जली क्लाइमेट चेंज एंड एल नीनो. so I'll discuss with you in which part of world what is happening. That is something which you should be aware. So heat wave, extreme heat wave, because of many people died in Brazil, that was observed in the Brazil. Now there's a body called United Nations Environment Program. United Nations Environment Program comes out with emission gap report. Now exam में question will come is which body publishes environment gap, this emission gap report, and what is this report all about, and what is United Nations Environment Program. Now UNEP जो है वो यूनाइटेड नेशन का एक स्पेशलाइज्ड बॉडी है जो एनवायरनमेंट के साथ डील करता है. सो यूएनईपी is the specialized body of United Nations dealing with environment. Now it releases the report which is called emission gap report. Now what is emission gap report? अभी मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करूंगा. There is something which is called Paris Agreement. Paris Agreement was COP21, Conference of Parties 21, और एक Conference of Parties क्या है, I will discuss that also. अब Paris Agreement came after Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto Protocol का जो टाइम था that was I think till 2012 and Paris Agreement started from 2015. Now Paris Agreement में ये बोला गया था that the world will try to reduce the temperature or control the temperature of planet Earth within 2-degree maximum rise compared to pre-industrial temperature. Pre-industrial era was 1850. Industrial revolution started in the world in 1850. So what was the temperature of the planet in 1850? Now we should not let it go beyond 2 degrees centigrade. So planet Earth ka temperature was 14 degrees centigrade. So the temperature of planet Earth before pre-industrial time 1850 14 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड था. We should not let it go beyond 2 degrees centigrade, preferably 1.5 degrees centigrade. We should not let it go beyond this. This is called Paris Agreement. Paris Agreement, which was Conference of Party 21. and it came in its time period starts from 2015, but now 2023 may we are sitting. Have we attained that target or not? And this rise is because of greenhouse gas emission. Now every country must reduce their greenhouse gas emission. There are some 5 greenhouse gases, 3 are very very potential gases, including carbon dioxide and methane. So now the emission is to reduce. Every country decided its own target, that is called nationally determined targets. Now every country said we will reduce by this, but countries could not do that, and that gap is reflected in this particular report, which is called emission gap report. So what is emission gap report? That shows that you were to reduce the emission by this percentage, but presently your emission is this much, so that gap is coming. That report is published by United Nations Environment Program. So now this particular emission gap report basically is telling you about the greenhouse gas emission. I mean, what it should do and what is the target. Like China ने कितना basically carbon dioxide emission किया, होना कितना चाहिए था, और 1990, 2000, 2010, 2018. So it is telling you how it is all going, and all the basically emission of these various gases, and it is telling you what should be the carbon greenhouse gas emission and what is basically expected from each country, और है कितना कितना होना चाहिए और कितना कर रहा है उसके बीच का गैप. COP28 is in the news, not COP30, but COP28, which is going on in basically UAE, that is much in news nowadays. Okay, friends, next come to next news now, that is the छठ पूजा. अगर आपको क्लास का बेनिफिट लेना है तो आप नोट करते रहो, इंपॉर्टेंट जो पॉइंट्स हैं उनको नोट करते रहो. एट द एंड यू विल बी हैविंग 10-15 पेजेस एंड दैट विल बी द समरी ऑफ करंट अफेयर्स ऑफ नवंबर मंथ. सो छठ पूजा कहां पे मनाई जाती है और छठ पूजा किसके बारे में होती है? नाउ इन आवर कंट्री, एज यू नो, एवरी मंथ one or the other state is observing some kind of festival, some kind of worship or some kind of ceremony. Chhat Puja actually is celebrated in Bihar and some part of Uttar Pradesh, also in northeast states like Manipur and all. But Chhat Puja largely is in this particular part of India. And छठ पूजा में लोग सूर्य देवता को नमस्कार करते हैं पानी के अंदर खड़े होके, and that is the honoring God Sun, and they will stand in the water and offer their respect to the God Sun. That is how they celebrate it, छठ पूजा. तो कहाँ होती है और किस पार्ट में होती है इंडिया के, that is what you should be aware. So this छठ पूजा is actually celebrated in Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Nepal and in the northeast state also. So why I'm showing you this is because पूरे इंडिया में अलग अलग स्टेट्स में ये वर्शिप होता है. तो कौन से गॉड का वर्शिप होता है और किस पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया में होता है, जैसे ये है, जब हम देखते हैं तमिलनाडु में जलकटू जो हमारा होता है वो बेसिकली एक फंक्शन फेस्टिवल वो तमिलनाडु में होता है. सो तमिलनाडु में विच फेस्टिवल, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में विच फेस्टिवल, केरला में विच फेस्टिवल, बिहार में विच फेस्टिवल, दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड कीप ऑन नोटिंग डाउन. जो कोई वहां पे होता है फेस्टिवल तो यू शुड बी अवेयर अबाउट दैट. फ्रेंड्स, लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट न्यूज नाउ, and that is related to the nuclear deal between US and Philippines. So Philippines nuclear deal technology. And let me tell you something here before you note down the point. There are 5 permanent nuclear countries in the world, 5 permanent members, and they are the 5 permanent members of United Nations. They are nuclear states also, and those 5 permanent members are USA, UK, France, China and Russia. They are the 5 permanent members and nuclear states also. Only these countries have, as per them, the right to keep nuclear weapon. But other than these 5 countries, there are some countries which have nuclear weapon, like India and Israel and Pakistan and even North Korea. They also have nuclear warheads with them, nuclear arsenals, nuclear weapons with them. But nuclear technology is not only used for keeping weapon, it is also used for making energy through reactors. Nuclear reactors are also there, like Nuclear Power Corporation of India is producing energy, electricity through nuclear reactor. Now America has private companies which actually generate nuclear energy through reactors. America signed nuclear deal with India also. India has nuclear deal with Russia, with France, with USA, and with some other countries also. Now US supplies its technology, its fuel, its consultancy to some countries which have safe nuclear program, and put a restriction on the countries which may make nuclear technology for weapon, they may make use of nuclear technology for weapon. लाइक ईरान के ऊपर सैंक्शन लगाया है यूएस ने, बिकॉज ईरान बोलता है कि हम बॉम्ब बना सकते हैं। सिमिलरली नॉर्थ कोरिया ने न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब बना रखे हैं, वहां पे रिएक्टर की तरह से उसको यूज नहीं करते हैं, न्यूक्लियर वेपन बनाने के लिए यूज करते हैं, तो दैट इज समथिंग विच इज नॉट गुड। अब यूएस ने फिलीपींस के साथ एक न्यूक्लियर टेक्नोलॉजी डील साइन किया है, जिसमें कंपनीज फ्रॉम यूएस आर गोइंग टू हेल्प मनीला और फिलीपींस फॉर न्यूक्लियर टेक्नोलॉजी एंड टू develop the nuclear infrastructure. And that was the news recently in November, that किस कंट्री के साथ यूएस का एक न्यूक्लियर टेक्नोलॉजी डील साइन हुआ है, जिसमें न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर्स विल बी क्रिएटेड इन द फिलीपींस। सो दैट आल्सो यू शुड बी अवेयर। तो इससे बेनिफिट क्या होगा? इफ यू आर यूजिंग न्यूक्लियर टेक्नोलॉजी, you need not to depend upon the fossil fuels, and you can make use of nuclear technology for generating the energy. सूर्य किरण एरोबेटिक टीम, बहुत बार क्वेश्चन आता है, बहुत बार ये न्यूज में होती है, सूर्य किरण एरोबेटिक टीम। और ये एयरफोर्स की एक एरोबेटिक टीम है, जिस एरोबेटिक टीम ऑफ इंडियन एयरफोर्स। एंड एवरी ईयर देयर इज अ एरो शो इन बेंगलोर, वहां पे दे शो their aircrafts and different aerobic things for people, for general public, for forces. So this is done recently। इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया का जो वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल मैच हुआ था नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम में, उसमें भी एरोबिक टीम जो सूर्य किरण है, उन्होंने हॉक एयरक्राफ्ट के थ्रू अपना शो वहां पे दिखाया था, एरियल मैन्यूवर्स एंड ऑल दे वर शोइंग देयर। सूर्य किरण टीम कब बनी थी? 1996, और इस ये ऑफिशियल ब्रांड एम्बेसडर है इंडियन एयरफोर्स का, एंड इट कम्स अंडर 52nd स्क्वाड्रन ऑफ इंडियन एयरफोर्स। सो व्हाट आर द इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज? व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ एरोबेटिक टीम ऑफ इंडियन एयरफोर्स? सूर्य किरण। व्हेन वाज इट एस्टैब्लिश्ड? 1996। अंडर विच स्क्वाड्रन इट कम्स? 52nd स्क्वाड्रन ऑफ इंडियन एयरफोर्स। व्हाई वाज इट इन न्यूज रिसेंटली? बिकॉज फाइनल मैच जो हुआ था अहमदाबाद में नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम में, उसमें इस टीम ने एरोबिक्स दिखाए थे हॉक एयरक्राफ्ट के साथ। दिस एयरक्राफ्ट वाज यूज्ड इन दैट। सूर्य किरण टीम हैज अदर एयरक्राफ्ट्स आल्सो, बट हॉक एयरक्राफ्ट वाज यूज्ड इन दैट। सूर्य किरण एरोबेटिक टीम। So they are basically the aerobatic team of Indian Air Force. ओके, सो ये याद रखना, अलग अलग क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में इसमें से आता है। नाउ there is a recently there is a very important deal which was signed between China and US. Let me tell you, जब कयोटो प्रोटोकॉल साइन हुआ था, अर्थ समिट 1992 और उसके बाद कयोटो प्रोटोकॉल 1997, उसमें ये बोला गया था इन कयोटो प्रोटोकॉल दैट डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज will reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. So there was legally binding targets which were put on the developed countries, but America said no. So far America never accepted that I should reduce the carbon dioxide emission or greenhouse gas emission. वर्ल्ड में 3 सबसे बड़े पोल्यूटर जो हैं वो हैं यूएसए, चाइना एंड इंडिया। दे आर द लार्जेस्ट पोल्यूटर इन द वर्ल्ड। Maximum greenhouse gas emission, almost 50%, is from these 3 countries. US and China 38%, and if you add India also, then it will be 50%. So far US said I will not reduce greenhouse gas emission, and China keeps on increasing it, and developing countries like India and China, इनके ऊपर कोई obligation नहीं है reduce करने का. So if greenhouse gas emission is to be reduced, then India, China and USA are to come on the table and make the commitment. लेकिन अभी तक ऐसा हुआ नहीं है। एंड दैट इज द रीजन ग्लोबल वार्मिंग और क्लाइमेट चेंज is irreversible phenomena, but it is not being controlled. Why? Because these countries are not listening to the United Nation, or maybe they are not very serious about reduction of greenhouse gases. अभी रिसेंटली क्या हुआ, यूएस एंड चाइना के बीच में एक क्लाइमेट डील साइन हुआ है। रिसेंटली देयर वाज अ क्लाइमेट डील साइन बिटवीन यूएस एंड चाइना, and US China is responsible for 38% of greenhouse gases. And President Biden and Xi Jinping recently signed this document, and this is signed just ahead of COP28 जो presently दुबई में चल रहा है। तो Conference of Parties is the main decision making body of United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, जो climate change को देखता है। So which body sees climate change activities? United Nations Framework कन्वेंशन ऑन क्लाइमेट चेंज। और उसमें होता क्या है, मेन डिसीजन कैसे लिया जाता है, कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ पार्टीज के थ्रू। तो COP28 कहां चल रहा है, यूएई दुबई के अंदर चल रहा है। और उससे जस्ट पहले ये दोनों कंट्रीज आई और इन्होंने बोला कि क्लाइमेट एग्रीमेंट के ऊपर हमें बात करनी है, तो इन्होंने एक डील उसमें साइन किया। एंड सिग्निफिकेंस ये है कि सबसे बड़े पॉल्यूटर हैं। अब मैंने आपको बताया कि COP28 इज मच इन न्यूज, और ये प्रेजेंटली चल रहा है एक्सपो सिटी इन दुबई, एंड दिस इज प्रेजेंटली गोइंग ऑन इन दैट। बस इस COP28 में जो मेन इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है वो ये है, इट इज गोइंग ऑन इन दुबई and in UAE, and the maximum oil or fossil fuel comes from these countries only. And COP may we focus that dependence on fossil fuel should be reduced, carbon dioxide emission should be less. अगर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एमिशन कम करना है तो फॉसिल फ्यूल पर से डिपेंडेंस कम करनी पड़ेगी, हमें रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी की तरफ जाना पड़ेगा। और इफ वी रिड्यूस द डिपेंडेंस ऑन फॉसिल फ्यूल, then obviously fuel and oil nobody is going to purchase. So UAE countries का main source of income जो है other than tourism now is actually fossil fuel. So there is some kind of basically some kind of conflict of interest of these countries. If they say that okay, fossil fuel reduction has to be there, then selling of the oil will be at stake. So that is the reason people are observing COP28 very meticulously, and they are seeing what Sultan Zaber is to say, what president of COP28 is to say. So they are observing this thing very meticulously. ये उस तरीके से हमारा चल रहा है। एंड कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ पार्टीज 28 इज गोइंग ऑन इन UAE। उससे पहले जो इंपॉर्टेंट COP हुआ था, that was COP26 which took place in Glasgow. This took place in Glasgow. I think that was basically related to net zero or carbon neutrality. So India said that India will achieve net zero carbon emission by 2070. So that is COP26 in Glasgow. और अब हो रहा है COP28, that is another significant is in the Dubai or UAE. Exam में question can come, where was COP28? So that can be the question which can be asked in exam. COP28 is UAE. Okay, so let's go to the history of climate now. Climate change is something very important domain, and we need to understand the climate change and certain developments related to climate change. So please keep noting down the important things. Many questions come from climate change, and let me tell you something which is related to climate change. Friends, first meeting took place related to climate change in Rio de Janeiro, that is in Brazil, and that is called Earth Summit. That is called Earth Summit, and it took place in 1992. And इसका मतलब था that many countries of the world came first time together in 1992, and they discussed that there is something which is called climate change and global warming, and we need to control it, we need to reduce it. That was in 1992, almost 30 years before, right? And then they created which is called United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. So almost 150 countries representative came, and head of the states actually came, head of the governments came, and they created United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. And this organization was to then take care of the climate change activities. And then this United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, this works on the basis of COP. Now, what is COP? Is a conference of parties. So these 150 countries, or now it is more, these countries will come together and they will discuss about the progress on control of climate change. That is called conference of party. So UNFCCC was born in Earth Summit, and now it works through COP. Presently COP 28 is going on. You need to understand that. So this was what they said, that prevent the dangerous anthropogenic interference with climate change. That means human being is developing itself, economy or infrastructure, and interfering with the climate. So that was first time it was discussed. Now this climate change convention came in force in 1994. This is not important, it came in force in 1994. But COP1 is important. Many times they will ask you, when was COP1? COP1 was basically Berlin. It was Berlin. Okay, right? So COP1 is important. Sometime we will ask you, when was COP1? So that was Berlin, and that is the only important thing about COP1. That was in Berlin 1995. COP3 is a very, very important, that is called Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto Protocol is COP3, that is 1997. This Kyoto Protocol is very important because this was the first time in Kyoto Protocol legally binding targets were put on developed, industrially developed countries. Developing countries nahi, India and China nahi. India and China may be very big polluter, but in Kyoto Protocol, that was in 1997, COP3, no target was given to developing countries. Only target was given to developed countries like America. But America did not accept it. Because America did not accept it, so what happened? America bahar chala gaya, India or China वैसे bahar tha because they were developing countries, so nothing happened. You need to know Kyoto Protocol took place, it was in 1997. Its term ended in 2012. It was to complete its target from 8 to 12, but it did not complete it. And what was the target? Like, they were to reduce, developed countries were to reduce the greenhouse gas emission by 5.2% compared to 1990 level. Like America in 1990, whatever target, whatever greenhouse gas emission America has in 1990, 5.2% below that should be by 2012. That was a Kyoto Protocol. It is basically, it was legally binding on developed countries, but they did not accept it. From exam perspective, what is important? Kyoto Protocol कब हुआ था? 1997 में हुआ था. What is that COP? COP3. What was COP1? That was in Berlin, sir. COP3 was Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto Protocol बहुत ज़्यादा important है for environment. Many times questions are asked from Kyoto Protocol. Right? And then COP11, 2005, Montreal, when Kyoto Protocol came in force. Here it was accepted, adopted. COP 1997, adopted. Like Indian Constitution was adopted 26 November 1949, and Indian Constitution came in force 26 January 1950. So adopted means accepted, came in force means implemented. So Kyoto Protocol was adopted 1997, COP3. Kyoto Protocol came in force 2005, COP11. But then nothing was achieved, and it was extended to 2012. Extension was given 2012. That was COP 2005. So COP 11 2005, Montreal, basically COP, Kyoto Protocol was implemented in this. Now comes Paris Agreement. Very, very important, that is Paris Agreement. Paris Agreement is COP21 and it came in force in 2015. Paris Agreement में two things are very, very important. One, nationally determined contributions targets. Every country including developing, Kyoto protocol was only developed countries. Paris agreement, developing and developed both countries. And nationally determined contributions, that means you decide what will you contribute. Each country is to decide what you will contribute, and that is called nationally determined contributions. And you are to basically decide that, and you have to achieve that. So no fixed target was given to the countries, but countries were asked to give their own targets. That is what it was done. And in Paris agreement it was said that the temperature should not be allowed to go beyond 2 degrees centigrade, preferably 1.5 degrees centigrade, and you are to keep that temperature below it. Now अब वो चीज पूरी नहीं हो रही है, तो उसके अंदर गैप आ रहा है, and that gap is being studied by United Nations Environment Program and all. So COP21 2015 में हुआ था, that was Paris Agreement. 2021 COP26 Glasgow, that was Glasgow. COP26, that was in Scotland, and it is during the COVID pandemic. Our Prime Minister went to Scotland, and in that maximum countries committed net zero emission. It is called carbon neutrality also, net zero emission by 2050. India said net zero emission by 2070. 2070 it is said by 2070. Yeah. So NCR, yes, you can go to through GATE to Technical University Munich. You can go to that. Get in touch with our executive. Contact numbers are provided on our site. Get in touch with them, and they will help you go there through GATE exam. And if you're writing GATE with the artificial intelligence data science paper GATE DA, then it is far easier to enter into Technical University Munich. So you do that. Right. Now next is, as I told you, there are some military exercises. Keep jotting down these military exercises. So I'm providing you the news and information as per chronology of the dates. November entire month, first November, second November, third November, that is the news coming. So military exercise Mitra Shakti. So Mitra Shakti 2023 took place in Pune, and it was between India and Sri Lanka. So Mitra Shakti, India and Sri Lanka joint military exercise. What is the name and where it took place? So only three things. What is the name of joint military exercise between India and Sri Lanka? Mitra Shakti. Where it took place? It was in Pune. जैसे हमने वज्र की बात किया, we talked about वज्र, similar to that. Joint military exercise Mitra Shakti. India International Science Festival. India International Science Festival, and it is going to take place in Faridabad, Haryana in January 2024. It is going to take place in Faridabad, Haryana in January 2024. International Science Festival. So exam mein questions come only related to the location where some festival took place, and that is what you should note, that India International Science Festival, Faridabad, Haryana in January. Smart Cities Mission. I tell you, this government, Narendra Modi government came in 2014, and now it is going to be 10 years. 2 terms are going to be completed in 2024. जब 2014 में आई थी गवर्नमेंट, तो they came out with the concept of smart cities. Smart cities means the cities which are making use of managed इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, अच्छा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाएंगे, पार्किंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, बाकी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी है सिटी के अंदर, दैट इज टू बी मेड वेरी वेल, and that was some criteria of making smart cities. Now uska analysis is being done, and in that analysis Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, these states are leading states in smart cities. So exam mein question might come that smart cities में कौन सी states lead कर रही हैं, which states are leading in smart city mission of the government. Smart cities mission of the government, which states are leading? that is Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and all these states are leading. So you update this news related to smart cities, right? Okay. Uttarkashi tunnel collapse. So we know now this, laborers, they are out of it now, out of danger. There was a tunnel collapse in which some, these laborers were trapped, and then they were released, they were removed, they were saved. So that took place in Uttarkashi, Uttarakhand, basically Uttarkashi place, and that is Uttarakhand is very important because it is Char Dham all-weather road project of the government. Char Dham, basically 4 places of worship of Hindu community. So this is all-weather road was to be made in this particular state. So उसी रोड को डेवलप करने के लिए, टनल्स को डेवलप करने में बीच में इशू आया था, एंड दैट वाज उस टनल को डेवलप करते टाइम ये ट्रैप हो गए लेबरर, एंड देन दे वर रिमूव्ड, saved by National Disaster Response Force of the center and state. Exam में question might come like where, in which state that happened. Now COP28, friends, I was discussing with you then that we are going to attain COP28 में we are going to discuss something which is this greenhouse gas bulletin. Greenhouse gas bulletin was released. It is a document. Now, which organization releases this document, that also we will see. Now, greenhouse gas bulletin document says that whatever we want to achieve in this emission, greenhouse gas emission, we have not achieved. Exam question is, which organization releases greenhouse gas bulletin? कौन सी organization release करती है greenhouse gas emission? This greenhouse gas emission bulletin, ये कौन सी organization का होता है, and उसमें क्या बोला गया है कि हमने have we achieved this particular thing or not? Have we achieved this thing or not? So that particular thing is released in greenhouse gas emission. Just before this COP28 summit in Dubai, this bulletin has come, and it is saying that जो हमें achieve करना था वो हमने achieve नहीं किया. Whatever we want to achieve, that has not been achieved. That is what this bulletin is. तो किस organization ने ये bulletin को release किया है? That is something which is important. ये हमने पहले डिस्कस कर लिया. अब ग्रीन हाउस गैस बुलेटिन के बारे में द न्यूज आई डिस्कस विद यू. लेट्स कम टू द न्यूज ऑफ इजराइल नाउ. Recently, Israel has sold air defense system to Finland. Now, let me tell you the story here. What is happening? Everybody knows Israel के ऊपर एक अटैक किया पैलेस्तीन में जो हमास ग्रुप है. हमास को टेररिस्ट ग्रुप माना जाता है. हमास इज a terrorist group for Israel, America, and even India. Hamas is in Palestine. So Palestine and Gaza Strip, these are the two areas, West Bank and Gaza Strip, they are the two areas where Palestine are ruling. Palestine still is not a country. And rest is Israel. Now Hamas attacked Israel and they fired 5,000 rockets, actually missiles, small, chota missiles. 5,000 and they launched it on Israel. Israel का अपना एक एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम है जिसको आयरन शील्ड बोलते हैं. आयरन शील्ड, दैट एनीथिंग कम्स दैट विल बी प्रोटेक्टेड. लेकिन वो उस दिन चला नहीं, कुछ माल फंक्शनिंग हो गया, उस दिन वो चला नहीं. एंड हमास अटैक्ड इजराइल. इन रिवर्स इजराइल आल्सो अटैक्ड नाउ दिस गाजा स्ट्रिप एरिया वेयर पैलेस्टीन पीपल लिव, एंड बहुत सी कैजुअलिटी हुई, बहुत से लोग मारे गए. Now, there is another war going on in the world, that is Russia and Ukraine war. Ukraine earlier was part of Russia before 1991, that is called USSR. तो क्या हुआ? USSR 1991 में USSR became Russia. So USSR became Russia in 1991. In World War II, after World War II, in 1945, world was divided into two main groups, two main forces. One was USA, another was USSR. But USSR was a very big country, largest country in the world was USSR. And USSR disintegrated in 1991 and became Russia and many small countries. Now सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर में एक और ग्रुप बना था जिसको बोलते हैं नेटो, नॉर्थ अटलांटिक ट्रीटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. North Atlantic, if you see, it is between America and Europe. The sea between America and Europe is called North Atlantic Sea. Atlantic Ocean is between Europe, South America, America continents. But हम यहाँ South America की बात नहीं कर रहे. Northern American continent in which America, United States of America and Canada comes. United States of America, Canada and Europe, they are joined together by military alliance that is called NATO. NATO is a military alliance, and if any country attacks NATO member, all the members will support each other. That is NATO. Now Ukraine joined NATO, and that was the reason Vladimir Putin, who is the president of Russia, he does not want that countries like Ukraine, जो पहले USSR के part थे, they should go to NATO, and that was the reason Russia attacked Ukraine. Now recently Finland also became NATO member, and Finland fears that Russia may attack it also. So उसके चलते Finland wanted air defense system from Israel, and Israel has given it to it. So US supports Israel, and Israel has this developed air defense system, and Israel is selling it to Finland. So you need to see this entire news with the perspective that NATO क्या चीज है और कौन कौन सी कंट्रीज NATO में मिल रही हैं, तो रशिया को क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, रशिया क्यों अटैक कर रहा है. सो रशिया एंड यूरोप की बॉर्डर पे जो कंट्रीज हैं, they were earlier part of USSR, and that is how this all is done. So this is main basically news which was related to this. Yeah, who is Frank Borman? So Frank Borman is basically astronaut. He recently collapsed, he recently died. He was the commander of Apollo 8. Apollo 8 was that basically mission जिसने मून के 10 चक्कर लगाए थे, और उसके बाद पहली बार मून के ऊपर लैंडिंग हुआ था. ह्यूमन बीइंग वेंट ऑन मून. राइट. सो अपोलो 8 का जो कमांडर था, दैट वाज द नेम ऑफ दिस फेलो, फ्रैंक बॉर्मैन. ही वाज द कमांडर ऑफ अपोलो 8, और उसने मून के चक्कर लगाए थे. उसके बाद वो बेसिकली जो फर्स्ट लैंडिंग बाय नील आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग एंड यूरी गैगरिन का हुआ था, दैट वाज आफ्टर दैट. सो यू शुड नो द नेम ऑफ दिस फेलो, दैट इज एस्ट्रोनॉट. नो फ्रेंड, दिस पॉलिसी इज वेरी मच इन न्यूज नाउअडेज. डिजिटल एडवर्टाइजमेंट पॉलिसी, इसको याद कर लेना एग्जाम के लिए. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Digital advertisement policy, what is the meaning of it? Digital advertisement policy. Now what is digital advertisement policy? And एक और body create किया है, Central Bureau of Communication. So you should know what is Central Bureau of Communication. जैसे Central Bureau of Investigation होता है, वैसे there is something which is called Central Bureau of Communication, और ये सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का एडवर्टाइजमेंट विंग है. So Central Bureau of Communication, you should know, is the advertisement wing of central government, and Central Digital Advertisement Policy 2023 basically is nothing but डिजिटल मीडिया को गवर्नमेंट की कम्युनिकेशन के लिए कैसे यूज करना, गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज लोगों तक कैसे कैसे पहुंचानी है, हाउ टू मेक द पॉलिसीज ऑफ गवर्नमेंट रीच पब्लिक. तो उसके लिए डिजिटल मीडिया कैन बी वेरी इफेक्टिव मीडिया. अब उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए डिजिटल एडवर्टाइजमेंट पॉलिसी जो गवर्नमेंट ने बनाई है, और उसी के अंडर सेंट्रल ब्यूरो ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन क्रिएट किया गया है. एंड द पर्पस इज टू रेज द अवेयरनेस अबाउट गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स, प्रोग्राम, पॉलिसीज फॉर पीपल. तो ये दो तीन बॉडीज हैं, डिजिटल एडवर्टाइजमेंट पॉलिसी 2003 और सेंट्रल ब्यूरो ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स, एंड दिस कम्स अंडर इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्ट्री. दिस कम्स अंडर इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मिनिस्ट्री. Okay, now Baler machines, they are much in news nowadays. क्या है Baler machines? What is the meaning of this? देखो, स्टबल बर्निंग पंजाब में एक मेन प्रॉब्लम है. स्टबल बर्निंग, that is crop residue burning in area near Delhi, in NCR, Punjab, Haryana areas, farmers will burn the residue in the field. जो क्रॉप का रेजिड्यू बच जाता है, अभी उसका न्यूज भी देखेंगे हम लोग, राइस कल्टीवेशन होती है और फिर जो बच जाता है उसको दे पुट इट ऑन फायर, दे बर्न इट, because of which there is a lot of pollution. The alternate of that is these braille machines. And recently government has come out with the crop residue management scheme, CRM scheme, through which the farmers will be given subsidy to purchase these braille machines. You should know that braille machines are used basically to collect the stubble, so that farmers need not to put that stubble on fire. So ये जो आपका नजर आ रहा है, whatever you can see, that actually is the stubble which is not to be put on fire. It can be collected properly. Right? Okay, so let's talk about Mount St. Helen seismic activity. Next news is Mount St. Helen. ये Mount St. Helen is basically a active volcano और ये वॉशिंगटन में स्कमेनिया काउंटी के अंदर आता है, एंड दैट इज पैसिफिक नॉर्थ वेस्ट रीजन इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, माउंट सेंट हेलन. And this is also part of Pacific Ring of Fire, in Washington, and it is basically active volcano where volcanic eruption keeps on taking place. Volcanic eruption means what? जो अर्थ के नीचे लावा है, that tries to come out, and जब लावा बाहर आने की ट्राई करेगा, प्रेशर माउंट होगा, तो छोटे मोटे ट्रेमर्स आएंगे, अर्थक्वेक आएंगे, एंड अगर उन अर्थक्वेक का फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ जाए तो इसका मतलब बहुत बड़ा अर्थक्वेक आने के चांस बनते हैं या लावा इरप्ट होने के चांस बनते हैं. नाउ दिस इज एक्टिव वोल्केनो, बट सिंस पास्ट कपल ऑफ डिकेड्स बहुत एक्टिव वोल्केनिक इरप्शन नहीं हुआ है, तो वॉशिंगटन ने इसको नेशनल वोल्केनो मॉन्यूमेंट की तरह से भी डेवलप किया है. प्रेसिडेंट रोनाल्ड रीगन हैज डेवलप्ड दिस पर्टिकुलर माउंट सेंट हेलन एज नेशनल वोल्केनिक मॉन्यूमेंट, एंड इट इज ऑल्सो hiking spot for people. But recently what is being observed is lot of seismic activity in this region. That means small tremors are being felt. That gives an idea to the scientists that there can be a big volcanic eruption in this particular part. So there are certain things which are in news now. Where is this particular volcano located, and what is the Pacific Ring of Fire? In Pacific Ocean there are some spots where volcanic eruption keep on coming. उनको कनेक्ट करते हैं तो वो आपका पैसिफिक रिंग ऑफ फायर बनता है. So this is also these are the things which were in news nowadays. Right? So this is the location actually in the Washington, and nearest state is Oregon state, Mount St. Helen. Done? Okay, what is El Nino now? I told you जितना भी वर्ल्ड में अभी वेदर में चेंज आ रहा है, वेदर देयर इज अ फ्लड, वेदर देयर इज अ ड्रॉट, और देयर इज अ जंगल फायर, और देयर इज अ हीट वेव, that is because of two factors. One is climate change, another is that is global warming, and another is El Nino. So what is El Nino? एग्जाम में अगर क्वेश्चन आएगा, so El Nino is basically warming of Central Pacific Ocean water. That is number one, you should write. It is a phenomena in which you observe that Central Pacific Ocean water गर्म हो जाता है. जो Pacific Ocean है, largest ocean in the world is Pacific Ocean, and that can be divided into north part, central part, and southern part. Central part जो Pacific Ocean का है, उसमें water current is becoming warm. That is basically El Nino, and because of which there are different things which are happening in the world. Like India में monsoon comes in 3 months. I mean, southwest monsoon, if you see, the timing of that is June, July, August. वो मॉनसून की इंटेंसिटी के ऊपर एलिनो का इंपैक्ट आता है, जिससे प्रोडक्टिविटी के ऊपर इंपैक्ट आता है, फार्मिंग प्रोडक्टिविटी के ऊपर इंपैक्ट आता है. So El Nino is something which is creating the impact on the weather in different part of the world. तो El Nino को डिफाइन कैसे करते हैं, ये चीज तुम्हें पता होनी चाहिए, El Nino है क्या. और एक और टर्म है El Nino सदर्न ऑसिलेशन, एंड दिस इज नथिंग बट वार्म ओशियन वाटर जो सेंट्रल एंड सेंट्रल ईस्टर्न इक्वेटोरियल पैसिफिक में क्रिएट होता है, उसके फेजेस चेंज होते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड सदर्न ऑसिलेशन, एल नीनो सदर्न ऑसिलेशन. ऑसिलेशन इन द टेम्परेचर, ऑसिलेशन इन द temperature of the water in this part, cycle of warm and cold sea surface water, that is called ENSO, El Nino Southern Oscillations. So cycle of the warm and cold sea water in this particular part. La Nino I will discuss later on. As of now, keep noting down what is being provided. So if you really want to prepare for current affair, friends, I told you, you may be suggesting me many things that sir you do this way, that way, but I'm telling you what works, and this is what works. News, note down the most important point from exam perspective, because you don't have unlimited time for preparation. This is a 50-page document in which lot of information, important things are kept which are related to exam. I'm trying to link it with the polity wherever it is, and link it with the environmental informations, general knowledge part, and current. So keep noting down this. As of now, what is El Nino? La Nino we will discuss when that point comes. So there is a high pressure in Western Pacific, low pressure in Eastern Pacific. So because of this pressure difference, so पहले क्या हुआ, global warming is there. Because of temperature change or global warming, there is a difference in the pressure which is created. When there is a difference in the pressure, air mobility takes place, air starts moving, flowing. When there is a air mobility, along with air, the water of the surface of the sea also moves, and that eventually warm mix with cold water, and that is what it creates all these impacts, which is El Nino impacts and all. And it has lot of impact on developing countries, like I told you about the example of monsoon in India also, that is also related to that. Okay, now there are some nations in the world where there is acute food insecurity. There are 18 hunger hotspots identified by Food and Agriculture Organization, hunger hotspots. And the report by Food and Agriculture Organization and World Food Program, these two organizations you remember related to food. So Food and Agriculture Organization and World Food Program, ये दोनों यूनाइटेड नेशन के प्रोग्राम्स हैं, and these are telling some hotspots in 22 countries where there's a lot of shortage of the food. And what is the reason of that? Extreme weather. There's a heavy rain, tropical storm, cyclone, flooding, drought. जो आपका वेदर चेंज हो रहा है, एक्सट्रीम वेदर आ रहा है, बिकॉज ऑफ विच लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स आर हैपनिंग, एंड फूड प्रोड्यूस इज लिमिटेड. एंड फूड प्रोड्यूस अगर नहीं आएगा तो हंगर स्पॉट्स बन जाएंगे. सो लिंक बिटवीन वेदर चेंज, क्लाइमेट चेंज विद द पॉवर्टी एंड स्टारवेशन एंड हंगर स्पॉट्स, दीज आर द लिंक्स बिटवीन दैट. मैंने आपको बताया क्लाइमेट चेंज हो गया, एल नीनो हो गया, which is creating all these problems, and because of this आपका food cultivation नहीं होगा. If we talk about India, because of El Nino, the monsoon does not take place, regular monsoon does not take place, and if monsoon will not take place, then the farm productivity will be reduced. आपका जो जितना भी crop है वो नहीं निकलेगा. Crop नहीं निकलेगा तो obviously food कहाँ से आएगा. So this is the linkage between the climate change, El Nino, and starvation in the world. So there are 18 hunger hotspots identified by Food and Agriculture Organization and World Food Program, और ये 22 कंट्रीज के अंदर हैं. और इन हॉटस्पॉट्स को फोकस करना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज पीपल आर डाइंग आउट ऑफ स्टारवेशन इन दिस पर्टिकुलर हॉटस्पॉट्स. Creative cities. Now, two cities, friends, are important. You should know the name of these two cities. Two cities are important, and you should know the name of these two cities. One is Kozhikode, another is Gwalior. So, UNESCO has announced the creative cities, and two cities in India you should know. One is creative city in Kozhikode for literature, because there's a literature festival conducted and all. So Kozhikode in Kerala is creative city for literature, and Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh is the creative city for music. Update these two names. So Kozhikode in Kerala and Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh are the creative cities of UNESCO. Creative cities of UNESCO. Okay, Satish is updating that it is not Kozhikode, it is Kozhikode. Yes, Kozhikode. So Satish is from Kerala. Satish, are you from Kerala? So Kozhikode, Kozhikode. Oh, it is Kozhikode. Satish saying it is not Kozhikode, it is Kozhikode. Okay. Satish is from Tamil Nadu, but it is Kozhikode. Good. Sometime he will ask you the question in the exam. UNESCO's Director General, WTO General, United Nations Director General. Please update those things also. Who is Director General of UNESCO? So we have covered different organizations of United Nations. So friends, whatever is the most important thing in this entire news, most important thing is UNESCO comes out with the Creative City Award. Who is the Director General of UNESCO? And Kozhikode, Kozhikode, whatever Satish is saying. So literary city, this is the creative city for literature. Gwalior, creative city for the music. Right? Okay, so report on road accidents in India. I'll discuss that in detail with you later on. But let me tell you, Ministry of Roadways, Road Transport and Highway comes out with the road accidents in report every year. And what is the trend now is, like, there is a steep increase in the road accident which is observed in India in recent year. So if you see, there is a 12% increase in accidents which is observed in this particular calendar year 2022. So what is the reason of high road accidents in India? What is the reason that so much number of accidents, that high percentage of the road accidents is happening in India? So almost 12% of road accidents in India. What is the reason for that? One of the reason is, in India now roads are being developed, all weathered good roads, broad roads, and the speed of vehicles on that road is also high. That's 70 kilometers per hour, 80 kilometers per hour. Let's say some stray animal comes on the road and your speed is high, then accident ki probability is there. Second reason can be, the in India, as you know, before you take the license you start driving, so that the driving skill or driving sense, if it is not there, then you will come across the accident, you may go for that accident. So amateur or lack of practice of driving, and then you come on these high speed roads. Third can be you are using the mobile and all while driving. So when you are using mobiles and all these things while driving, that also is one of the reasons of road accidents. So there are a couple of reasons why road accidents have gone high in India in the recent years. And last but not the least, if more people are basically now using the vehicles, because the purchasing power of the people is increasing, and they are purchasing the vehicles, they are purchasing motorcycles, cars. More are the number of people purchasing these things, more is proportionally the accidents. So that can also be the reason. Like, if accidents are increasing, you should also see how many more people are using the vehicles now. So that also is one of the reasons. सो रोड एक्सीडेंट्स का रिपोर्ट में 12% इंक्रीज हुआ है. Next news is related to artificial intelligence, friends. That is your own domain. Artificial intelligence. सबसे पहले there is a artificial intelligence summit which took place. Government summit and other stakeholders also, companies also, governments also. They all met in London. They all met in United Kingdom, and there was a summit of artificial intelligence. What is this all about? This was related to basically the summit was related to how to make use of artificial intelligence for the betterment of human being, because artificial intelligence has to be use of artificial intelligence has to be ethical and responsible. Many times there's a debate going on like artificial intelligence अच्छी चीज है बुरी चीज है. Artificial intelligence is good thing or bad thing for human. Now different companies are coming. Chat GPT came, Bard came, Amazon is entering, and other country companies are also coming. Artificial intelligence can be used for the betterment of human being. Artificial intelligence, like any other technology, has two sides, positive or negative, good or bad. It has two sides. Now government is worried that we should make the use of this technology for the betterment of human being ethically, and for that the cooperation amongst countries and companies is required. तो उसका जो समिट हुआ वो यूके के अंदर हुआ, that is important, and purpose was to foster the international collaboration and establish principle for ethical and responsible use of AI models and advanced large language models, especially large language models. So this LLM is a term related to artificial intelligence. इसको मैं आपके साथ बाद में डिस्कस करूंगा, लेकिन इसको फ्रंटियर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस भी बोलते हैं. So what do you understand by large language model? What do you understand by frontier artificial intelligence? These are the important terms you should be aware. So where was the summit, and what is LLM, large language model of artificial intelligence, which is also called frontier artificial intelligence? Right, so this is artificial intelligence summit. Now मेरा युवा भारत. M stands for मेरा, Y stands for युवा. What is MY Bharat? MY Bharat is a dedicated platform for youth of India, and it was released on National Unity Day on October 31st. My Yuva Bharat is a technology driven basically platform for the youth in India. As you know that as of now India is getting demographic dividend. Demographic dividend means proportion of the people less than 35 years of age is more in India as of now. So India as of now is a younger country as far as the average age of the population is concerned. So let's enhance their skill, let's make them skilled through technology and provide them opportunities. That is the main purpose of basically My Bharat, so that we make the India Viksit Bharat, that is developed India. And this should work as a phygital platform, physical plus digital platform, that is My Yuva Bharat. So let's blend physical and digital elements together and provide the opportunities to the youth. So My Bharat mein M stands for Mera, Y stands for Yuva. So that is for youngsters. This particular platform is provided so that provide the opportunities for young individual, so that they create opportunities for them. That is the meaning of it. This is the new program launched by government, and government wants to create Amrit Bharat. Amrit Kal is going on as of now as per government. So Amrit Bharat by 2047 is to be created. So what is the target till when government wants to create Amrit Bharat? And that is by 2047. So government wants to create Amrit Bharat by 2047. Update that information also. So what are the objectives of My Bharat? You should be aware about that also. What are the various objectives of My Bharat? Objectives of My Bharat are, we need to develop the leadership through experiential learning. Now what is experiential learning? Experiential learning means learning through experience, learning through your own hands-on experience. That is called experiential learning. You need to provide the opportunities to the youth. You need to basically through convergence increase the efficiency. जितने भी all the programs which we have presently, they are to be converged and to create phygital ecosystem for more engagement of the youth. So these are the objectives of My Bharat program or initiative of the government. So phygital ecosystem. So exam mein question can come, which of the following is going to serve as a phygital platform for people in India or youth in India? That is My Bharat. Phygital, physical plus digital. Update that, physical plus digital. Mahadai Wildlife Sanctuary. Mahadai Wildlife Sanctuary. Now, what is this? Is Mahadai Wildlife Sanctuary? Let me tell you, it is Bombay High Court issued the order to Goa government to establish tiger reserve in this wildlife sanctuary in Goa. Goa may, is a tourist spot, and people of Goa are not much interested that the area should be protected under wildlife sanctuary, because they want to make use of that area or the land for commercial exploitation. So they're not much interested that area should be protected. Hence, Bombay High Court gave instruction to Goa, let tiger reserve be there in this particular wildlife sanctuary. Exam question will come that in which of the wildlife sanctuary recently tiger reserve was created, and Bombay High Court ने किस वाइल्ड सेंचुरी को क्रिएट करने के लिए बोला, तो दैट वाज महादेव वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी, एंड इट इज इन गोवा. और इट कैन डायरेक्टली बी आस्क्ड which wildlife sanctuary is in Goa, so that you should know is this is the wildlife sanctuary in Goa, and the purpose is create it as a tiger reserve. ग्रीन हाउस गैस कंसंट्रेशन रीचेज न्यू हाई. अभी कोप 28 चल रहा है यूएई में, उससे पहले ये बुलेटिन आया है. दिस बुलेटिन हैज कम, एंड एज आई टोल्ड यू, दिस बुलेटिन वाज रिलीज्ड बाय वर्ल्ड मीटरोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. लिख लो, वर्ल्ड मीटरोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैज released one bulletin now, and this says that these three gases, 19th annual greenhouse gas bulletin, WMO releases that gas bulletin, and three gases, carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide. These are the three primary greenhouse gases. नाम याद कर लेना इनके, carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide. These are the three main greenhouse gases. Which organization releases annual greenhouse gas bulletin? World Meteorological Organization. And it is saying that the greenhouse gas emission or concentration, is at the highest level. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ that in COP we are achieving nothing. We are talking about Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement, so many agreements. That means we have not achieved much, and it is worrisome. So as of now, friends, class is only half. This class is till 5 o'clock, that is 3 hours minimum. I'll take a break in between, and in this 3 hours of class I'm going to complete entire November current affair. So keep noting down, we'll take a break in between, right? So those of you who are interested to prepare properly, they keep noting down, then only it will be effective for you. State of Food and Agriculture report. Which organization releases this report? Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, of United Nations releases the State of Food and Agriculture report. India is the third largest contributor now after China and United States for hidden cost of agri-food system. So what is the meaning of hidden cost of agri-food system? Understand one thing. India is going to become third economy after now US and China. It will supersede Japan and France, German kind of countries, and India will become third largest economy. Now, as per this food and agriculture report, India's hidden cost of agri-food system is more than $1 trillion. इसका मतलब क्या है? That means the business which we can get through farm produce. I give you example. Potato, 1 kg of potato can give you how much of GDP, how much of money. That is the kind of output or productivity or value of that particular agriculture food. Now similarly India, whatever India is producing, uska agar hum economy mein convert kare, that will cross $1 trillion. So as per this report, India is third country now, followed by China and United States, as far as hidden cost of agri-food system is concerned. So remember this, update this information. This is very, very important information. That is more than 1 trillion. Now, friend, Amazon also enters into artificial intelligence with Olympus. Amazon has also entered into the artificial intelligence with its model of artificial intelligence, that is Olympus. जो ओपन एआई का चैट जीपीटी है, व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द कंपनी कमिंग आउट विद चैट जीपीटी? दैट इज ओपन एआई. एंड Amazon का नेम इज ओलंपस. बार्ड इज गूगल. बार्ड गूगल, ओलंपस Amazon, chat gpt open ai. So that names you should know, every company and its product, right? Now Amazon Olympus is making use of 2 trillion parameters for its AI model. Chat gpt has used 1 trillion and Olympus is using 2 trillion parameter. That means its model is going to be very, very effective. It is advanced AI actually. पास्ट ऑल्सो, पहले भी Amazon ने अपना एक छोटा मॉडल डेवलप किया था जिसका नाम था टाइटन, और वो उसने बनाया था एंथ्रोपिक एंड ए आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस 21 लैब्स के साथ मिलके. तो Amazon का आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस मॉडल क्या है, दैट यू शुड बी नोइंग. नेम्स यू शुड कम, एंड एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन कैसे आ सकता है? ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड द नेम ऑफ इट्स एआई मॉडल, दैट कैन बी द क्वेश्चन इन द एग्जाम. Energy efficiency building codes. Energy efficiency building codes. See, there is a body called International Energy Agency. Where is the head office of that? Paris. International Energy Agency, the head office of that is in the Paris. International Energy Agency head office is in the Paris. And International Energy Agency releases a report which is called World Energy Outlook report. वर्ल्ड एनर्जी आउटलुक कौन रिलीज करता है? विच ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रिलीजेस वर्ल्ड एनर्जी आउटलुक? दैट इज इंटरनेशनल एनर्जी एजेंसी. वेयर इज द हेडक्वार्टर ऑफ दैट? दैट इज इन पेरिस. Recently, India's Energy Conservation Building Code, ECBC, Energy Conservation Building Code, recently it got appreciation from this organization. And India is doing wonderful in energy conservation building code. Now what is this building code? It will put minimum energy standard for commercial buildings, that energy savings are to be there. So commercial building mein there are certain codes, if you follow those codes then energy efficiency will be improved. So that code, energy conservation building code of India, are appreciated by this organization. That was the news. So you should know that is there is something like this. You should know what is this body. You should know which report is released by it. These 3-4 things. Right? World Food India. Friends, what is World Food India? Prime Minister recently opened World Food India at Bharat Mandapam in Pragati Maidan. Bharat Mandapam was also recently released, inaugurated. This is the largest conference hall in Pragati Maidan in Delhi. यहाँ पे बहुत बड़ी-बड़ी कॉन्फ्रेंस होती हैं. वहीं पे वर्ल्ड फूड इंडिया का इनॉग्रेशन हुआ. What is the objective is India wants to become food basket of the world. This year 2023 we are celebrating as International Year of Millet. India is one of the largest producer of millet. And 2023 is being celebrated as International Year of Millets. And India wants to become food basket of the world. And recently in Pragati Maidan Bharat Mandapam, World Food India 2023 was inaugurated. In that, many people came who were related to agri-food business. Agri-food business. I told you, India is a third in agri-food business sector. India, as of now, after China and US, is the third country in agri-food business. India wants to become world, you know, food basket of the world. सो रिसेंटली कहां पे हुआ था ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन? दैट वाज इन भारत मंडपम. ये नाम याद कर लेना, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. भारत मंडपम. ये कहां पे है भारत मंडपम? वेयर इज द भारत मंडपम? दैट इज इन प्रगति मैदान. इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस क्या है? देखो, इंडिया वाज वन ऑफ द इंस्ट्रूमेंटल कंट्री टू क्रिएट द सोलर अलायंस, इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस, combining some countries to basically make a group which is called solar alliance, so that solar energy is properly harnessed. The headquarter of that is in Gurugram. And this international solar alliance eventually created global solar facility. Global solar facility is the resource, actually a fund which is created, and then help is given to those countries where solar energy harnessing can be done. अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज आर पुअर कंट्रीज, बट दे आर ऑन इक्वेटर. अफ्रीका अगर तुम देखोगे वो इक्वेटर पे है कंट्री, मतलब सोलर एनर्जी इज देयर, बट हार्नेसिंग ऑफ दैट सोलर एनर्जी फॉर दैट टेक्नोलॉजी इज रिक्वायर्ड. तो दिस ग्लोबल सोलर फैसिलिटी इज बेसिकली वे थ्रू विच सोलर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कैन बी डन. और अभी इंडिया ने $25 मिलियन दिया है ग्लोबल सोलर फैसिलिटी को, जिसका यूज किया जाएगा अफ्रीका के लिए. आई मीन, we will be using this fund for Africa. So where is the head office of International Solar Alliance? That you should know, in Gurugram. And India has created this International Solar Alliance, which is an important thing. Okay, now I start this after 10 minutes of break. So let me write here about the break and then we start it again. I give you 15 minutes break now, and you can take this break. So this is 140, 155. Okay, so let us start, friends. Now, let's start with the next news, and that is related to National Medical Register. So that is related to unique identification number to be given to practicing medical doctors, and that is being controlled by National Medical Commission. So National Medical Register बनाया जाएगा जिसमें National Medical Commission will make National Medical Register in which unique number, identification number will be provided to each doctor who is practicing, who is in service, private or public or whatever, and how they are upgrading themselves, that will also be provided. So that अगर किसी को देखना है तो ये देख सकता है कि जेन्युइनिटी उसकी कितनी है, बिकॉज यू नो देयर आर क्वैक्स ऑल्सो. अगर कोई क्लिनिक खोल के बैठ गया, बोल रहा है मैंने एमएस कर रखा है और उसने किया नहीं है, यू कैन नॉट एंश्योर इट. सो एक यूनिक नंबर दिया जाएगा डॉक्टर को, आप उस यूनिक नंबर को कंफर्म कर सकते हैं नेशनल मेडिकल रजिस्टर. सपोज यू वो गो टू सम क्लिनिक एंड आपने बोला कि वो डॉक्टर है, उसने नाम लिख दिया अपना, उसने एमबीबीएस एमएस उसने लिख दिया, एमएस एमडी डीएम सब कुछ लिख दिया. हाउ डू यू एंश्योर एज अ कस्टमर, हाउ डू यू नो दैट ही इज टेलिंग फैक्ट और वो वैसे गलत बोल रहा है, बिकॉज एमबीबीएस है कि एमएस है, हाउ डू वी नो दैट. तो अब इस रजिस्टर में उसका यूनिक आइडेंटिफिकेशन नंबर होगा, and then accordingly this will be done. So National Medical Commission, friends, you should know that, and a unique number will be provided to doctors. अच्छा, ये तीन डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं. there are 3 development projects which India is making with Bangladesh. You need to know the names. India, Bangladesh are making these 3 development projects together, and first project is Akhora Agartala cross border rail link. The name only are important. Recently our Prime Minister and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina signed these 3 development projects, and first is Akhora Agartala cross border rail link. India spent money on that. This is a rail link connecting, you know, Bangladesh with India, and Tirupura mein 5 kilometer in Tirupura, so cross border connectivity will be improved. So Tirupura, Bangladesh. Second project is Khulna Mongla Port Rail Line. 65 kilometer. Mongla Port will be connected basically to existing rail network. So Khulna Mongla Port Rail Line, second project. Third project is Maitri Super Thermal Power Plant, and this is the very important because it is the second phase. Maitri Super Thermal Power Plant is very famous, which India is making in Bangladesh, Indian assistance. Unit 1 is already done, Unit 2 is being made now. Maitri Super Thermal Power Plant. US has given $1.6 billion aid loan basically, and this is located in Khulna division of Bangladesh. 1320 megawatt super thermal power plant. NTPC is there, and Bangladesh Power Development Board is involved in this. Right, so Maitri Super Power Thermal Power Plant is the third project. So as I told you, entire slide mein you need to know India, Bangladesh, 3 projects. Project 1, this name. Project 2, this name. Project 3, this name. Tripura, Bangladesh. Port connectivity, Bangladesh. Super Thermal Power Plant, Maitri. And the most important is Maitri Super Thermal Power Plant is linked with which of the following countries? So remember these 3 names, revise these 3 names. What is PUSA 2090? What is PUSA 2090? I discussed with you that Punjab के अंदर there is a stubble burning problem in Punjab where farm residue are burned by farmers. वो पराली को जलाया जाता है पंजाब के अंदर, which leads to the pollution, air pollution in NCR region. Now what is PUSA 2090? That is a particular form of particular variety of rice, which eventually is not going to create any trouble in firing or burning of it will not be required. As of now we are using PUSA 44, right? This variety of rice is used, And if we use Pusa 2090, Pusa is the road in Delhi where now the Indian Institute of Agriculture Research is situated. That is on the Pusa road. So Indian Institute of Agriculture Research, I think because of the research in that, the name is Pusa 2090. And environmental friendly and sustainable option for the farmers is Pusa 2090. If they go with this variety of rice, then they need not to go for stubble burning. So what is Pusa 2090? Sir, it is the basically variety of rice, and if this variety of rice is used, then stubble burning will not be required. Pusa 2090. If you ask a question what is Pusa 2090, you should be clear in that. Yeah, so Ankita, namaskar, and we are going with current affair class for November 2023. IREDA launched CSR portal. What is IREDA? Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, and it works under Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, and it has created a portal, CSR portal. Question will be, which organization created CSR portal? Which organization created corporate social responsibility? What is corporate social responsibility? The corporate sector is supposed to spend some money as part of its social responsibility on certain infrastructure development projects, some percentage of its income. So that is the requirement from the government side. That is called corporate social responsibility. Now this organization, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, इसने CSR portal बनाया है, and that for promoting the transparency in CSR initiative. कौन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कितना CSR कर रहा है, उस सारे का बेसिकली डिटेल्स विल बी ऑन दिस पोर्टल. पहले IREDA ने विसल ब्लोअर पोर्टल भी बनाया था. विसल ब्लोअर पोर्टल मींस जो भी आदमी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर क्या गलत हो रहा है उसको बताता है, उसको विसल ब्लोअर बोलते हैं. तो विसल ब्लोअर इज अ पर्सन हु टेल्स व्हाट रॉन्ग इज गोइंग ऑन इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो विसल ब्लोअर पोर्टल भी बनाया था पहले. दैट वाज आल्सो मेड, and it became the first central PSU to do that. So what is IREDA? It was formed in 1987 as a mini Ratna company, and it is controlled by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. And what is the purpose of this is to promote the projects for this renewable resource of energy, and the projects are to be set up for that. So CSR portal, whistleblower portal created by this PSU. You should know about this PSU, and this created the portal. Pralay as a tactical ballistic missile. 500 किलोमीटर की रेंज तक का एक बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल रिसेंटली टेस्टेड इन ऑफ कोस्ट ऑफ उड़ीसा. डीआरडीओ अपना मिसाइल जो टेस्ट करता है वो उड़ीसा कोस्ट से करता है. व्हीलर आइलैंड है वहां पे, व्हीलर आइलैंड, वहां से अपना टेस्ट फायर करता है. और रिसेंटली जो मिसाइल टेस्ट किया गया, इट्स नेम इज प्रलय मिसाइल. सो दैट इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 500 किलोमीटर ऑफ रेंज ऑफ दिस प्रलय मिसाइल. 500 किलोमीटर की रेंज है प्रलय मिसाइल की. इस मिसाइल रेंज इज 500 किलोमीटर, राइट. 500 किलोमीटर ऑफ रेंज. प्रलय का मतलब होता है एपोक्लिप्स, एज यू नो. सो दिस इज सरफेस टू सरफेस शॉर्ट रेंज बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल. सरफेस टू सरफेस short range ballistic missile, name is Pralay. 500 kilometer range. Prithvi, Agni, these missiles you already know. उसी में next version ये Pralay missile. Surface to surface short range ballistic missile. अभी रिसेंटली वर्ल्ड ट्रेवल मार्केट लंदन में हुआ, एंड उसमें इनक्रेडिबल इंडिया, तो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म का जो लोगो है दैट इज इनक्रेडिबल इंडिया, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म. टू प्रमोट द टूरिज्म इन इंडिया, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म and its incredible India was showcased in London in World Travel Market. ये क्या है? जहां पे अलग अलग कंट्री के मिनिस्टर्स आते हैं एंड डिफरेंट टूरिज्म रिलेटेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस कम, और ये बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म है वर्ल्ड का जहां पे बिजनेस की बात करते हैं टूरिज्म से रिलेटेड. सो मिनिस्ट्री ने अभी टूरिज्म मिनिस्ट्री ने लॉन्च किया था ट्रेवल फॉर लाइफ प्रोग्राम ऑन वर्ल्ड टूरिज्म डे. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ट्रेवल फॉर लाइफ. इंडियन टूरिज्म मिनिस्ट्री ने ये लॉन्च किया था प्रोग्राम ट्रेवल फॉर लाइफ. Travel to India, travel for life, that is what they said. Life means lifestyle for environment. Lifestyle for environment, that is the life. So that was the vision of Prime Minister Modi, life, and it encourages people to protect the environment also. So World Tourism Day, 27th September, Tourist Ministry basically launched Travel for Life, that is life for environment. And recently there was a World Travel Market fair in London, and this tourism industry, this tourism ministry basically participated in that. So that was the news related to tourism. अब इसमें जो दो तीन पॉइंट्स हैं इंपॉर्टेंट जो मैंने आपको बताया, वर्ल्ड टूरिज्म डे कब होता है, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड व्हाट इज लाइफ फॉर ट्रेवल फॉर लाइफ, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ लाइफ, ये आपको नोट करना है. दैट इज द अनदर थिंग यू हैव टू नोट इट. राइट नाउ आई टोल्ड यू लाइक अक्टूबर 2023 1,25,000 सालों में, पिछले 1,25,000 सालों में सबसे गर्म प्लेनेट अर्थ के ऊपर अक्टूबर 2023 रहा. जितने भी अक्टूबर मंथ्स में टेम्परेचर का कंपैरिजन किया जाए तो दिस वाज हॉटेस्ट, एंड द रीजन इज ग्रीन हाउस गैस एमिशंस एंड एल नीनो वेदर फिनोमेना. और एल नीनो क्या है? इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर ऑफ पैसिफिक ओशियन सरफेस वाटर, दैट इज एल नीनो. सो year 2023 is the hottest year in past 1.25 lakh years. So that was basically concern. Somalia, Kenya, Ethiopia. I told you वेदर चेंज, क्लाइमेट चेंज से कई जगह पे फ्लड आ रहा है, कई जगह पे ड्रॉट आ रहा है, कई जगह पे जंगल फायर, कई जगह पे हीट वेव. सो अफ्रीकन हॉर्न, अभी बताता हूं अफ्रीकन हॉर्न क्या होता है. सोमालिया, केन्या, इथियोपिया, दीज आर द कंट्रीज, दे आर गोइंग थ्रू ह्यूमैनिटेरियन क्राइसिस. यहां पे जुबा रिवर में बहुत ज्यादा फ्लडिंग है और बहुत से लोग 2400 पीपल आर कट फ्रॉम द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड थ्रू दिस पर्टिकुलर फ्लड, and this is in the Horn of Africa. El Nino and Indian Ocean Dipole. Indian Ocean Dipole भी बेसिकली इंडियन एल नीनो की तरह इंडियन नीनो बोलते हैं उसको, जैसे एल नीनो का इंपैक्ट है. सो सिमिलर इंपैक्ट विच वी सी इन द पैसिफिक ओशियन बिकॉज ऑफ एल नीनो. सेम जो वाटर का टेम्परेचर राइज फिनोमेना इंडियन ओशियन में जो हम देखते हैं उसका नाम है इंडियन ओशियन डाइपोल. एल नीनो पैसिफिक ओशियन, इंडियन ओशियन डाइपोल is in Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean dipole क्या है? That is Indian Nino. जैसे अल नीनो है, this is Indian Nino. Irregular oscillation is the in the temperature of the surface of sea. उसको बोलते हैं Indian Ocean dipole. So Indian Ocean dipole का impact lot of flooding in these countries. Somalia, Kenya, Ethiopia. अब देखो ये है जिसको अफ्रीकन हॉर्न बोलते हैं. अफ्रीका का मैप, you can see the Horn of Africa, these countries. African Horn, lot of flooding. So lot of flooding in Horn of these countries in the Horn of Africa. Sudan, Ethiopia, Somalia. So Indian Nino in Indian Ocean region, leading to lot of flooding in these areas. Another impact of this climate change, ड्रास्टिकली इंक्रीजिंग द ड्रॉट। मैंने आपको बताया कि कहीं पे फ्लडिंग हो रहा है, यहां पे ड्रॉट हो रहा है। ये कहां पे है? सीरिया, इराक, ईरान, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ ड्रॉट, 95% बिलो एवरेज रेनफॉल, ह्यूज ड्रॉट। और इसकी वजह से फूड एंड वाटर शॉर्टेज, ह्यूज फूड एंड वाटर शॉर्टेज इज देयर, and because of that water shortage there are, social tensions in people. So there's a huge water shortage in this part of the world, Iraq, Iran, Syria, again because of the weather change. So कहीं पे लॉट ऑफ फ्लडिंग हो रहा है, कहीं पे लॉट ऑफ ड्रॉट हो रहा है, ये चीज बहुत ज्यादा है, दिस इज बीइंग ऑब्जर्व्ड। स्टेट ऑफ क्लाइमेट सर्विस, ये क्या चीज है? स्टेट ऑफ क्लाइमेट सर्विस, ये वर्ल्ड मेट्रोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की रिपोर्ट है। दिस इज द रिपोर्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड मेट्रोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, स्टेट ऑफ क्लाइमेट सर्विस। एंड इट सेज कि हेल्थ सेक्टर जो है वो हीट और एक्सट्रीम वेदर इवेंट्स को के लिए तैयार नहीं है। जैसे हमने देखा ब्राजील के अंदर देयर हीट वेव, लेट्स से टेम्परेचर सडनली राइज कर जाए, इंडिया के अंदर जहां 40 डिग्री होता है 50 हो जाए, पीपल विल स्टार्ट डाइंग। जैसे कोविड से लोग मरे, वो एक वायरस था। लेट्स से वेदर चेंज से हीट टेम्परेचर राइज, हीट वेव बढ़ जाए या फ्लड आ जाए या ड्रॉट आ जाए तो लोग मरना स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे। तो क्या हमारा हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट उसके लिए रेडी है? सो वर्ल्ड मेट्रोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की जो रिपोर्ट है, स्टेट ऑफ क्लाइमेट सर्विस, सो क्लाइमेट सर्विस मींस those organizations which are related to service in the field of climate change domains. So climate change के साथ साथ जो impact आएगा उससे related services, basically health services, maybe fire brigade or disaster management teams, कुछ भी हो सकता है वो। So it says that El Nino is going to trigger more extreme weather event. El Nino वगैरह से और ज्यादा impact आएगा, तो क्या हम उसके लिए ready हैं? Are we ready for that? So catastrophic health issues are going to come, but are we ready or not? ये रिपोर्ट उसके बारे में बात करती है। Now friends, we go for MCQs. So be ready and we are going to cover some MCQs now. Okay, so let me give you some MCQs and their answers. Which Indian actor is recognized as national icon for voter awareness for the Election Commission of India? राजकुमार राव। सो अभी इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया ने ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बनाया है राजकुमार राव को। सो दिस इंफॉर्मेशन कीप ऑन नोटिंग, एग्जाम में डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन माइट कम फ्रॉम दिस। Which actor is made the national icon for voter awareness? That is Rajkumar Rao. One question and simple one answer. Which institution was given the task to prepare Vision India 2047 plan? Vision India 2040 किसने बनाया है? Vision India 2047 किसने बनाया है? That is नीति आयोग. And who is the CEO of नीति आयोग? BVR सुब्रमण्यम। ये दो चीज याद कर लो। तो विजन इंडिया 2047 नीति आयोग, हु इज द CMD और CEO ऑफ दिस? सुब्रमण्यम। ये लास्ट लाइन इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट, दिस लास्ट लाइन इज इंपॉर्टेंट, इसको भी नोट कर लो। नीति आयोग हैज फोरकास्टेड दैट इंडियाज इकोनॉमी विल बी 30 ट्रिलियन with per capita of this. He says that Indian economy will be $30 trillion by 2047 and per capita GDP will be $17,000. Right? So we say $5 trillion economy, $10 trillion economy. So now forecasting is $30 trillion economy. Okay, go next. Environmental Investigation Agency has come out with a report that one country is using the endangered mammals for traditional medicine. जो endangered animals है उनको यूज किया जा रहा है मेडिसिन में. किस कंट्री में? चाइना. That country is basically China. 88 चाइनीज मेडिसिन ऐसी हैं जिसमें टाइगर, लेपर्ड, रिनोस आर बीइंग यूज्ड. International Environmental Investigation Agency is international NGO based in United Kingdom. So remember that also. It is international NGO which is based in UK in 1984. International NGO. Right? So organization, and what is the name of that? Shenzhou 16 mission is by China, and it is basically the mission related to creation of इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन. एक स्पेस स्टेशन चाइना भी अपना क्रिएट कर रहा है. सो चाइनीज एस्ट्रोनॉट कंडक्टेड सम काइंड ऑफ ऑर्बिटिंग अराउंड अर्थ. शेंजो इज द नेम ऑफ दैट मिशन. यू नो दिस इज द क्रू फ्लाइट मिशन. क्रू होता है उसमें, एस्ट्रोनॉट्स होते हैं उसके अंदर. एंड पर्पज इज साइंटिफिक एक्सपेरिमेंट एंड टू कंडक्ट सम स्पेस वॉक. 11 missions were required to assemble the station. So they have done that, and they are making Tiangong space station. You know, international space station around Earth, and in the outer space of Earth, international space station is created. US, Russia together they have created these kind of countries. China is also trying to create, and for that there are some kind of flight missions. So Shenzhou is the name of that flight mission of China. China is creating this space station, Tiangong space station. Kaladan multi-modal transit transport project. Kaladan. It is between Kolkata and some country. Very, very important. Kaladan project is very important. Let me tell you. You should know what is the Kaladan project. Kaladan project is important. Okay, so Kaladan as per you is between Kolkata and Bangladesh. Kaladan project. Kaladan multi-modal transit transport project. It aims to connect Kolkata seaport with which of the countries? Kaladan किसको connect करने की try करता है? Rakhine State, Myanmar. River Kaladan. So between Mizoram and Myanmar, this project is the cross-border road between Mizoram and Myanmar. It wants to connect Eastern India seaport of Kolkata with the seaport of Rakhine State, Myanmar by sea. So by sea connectivity, and it is also including the inland water transport, and there is a cross-border road also. So there are a couple of projects in this. कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स को मिलके ये बना है कलादान प्रोजेक्ट. लेट मी शो यू द मैप. ध्यान से देखना, मिजोरम म्यांमार के बीच की कनेक्टिविटी, कोलकाता और म्यांमार के बीच की बेसिकली कनेक्टिविटी इस तरीके से. कोलकाता, दिस इज द प्रोजेक्ट. सी दिस केयरफुली. मिजोरम, आइजोल, and then connect it with, you know, Kaladan river jetty here. Sitwe is the, I don't know, it's pronouncing Sitwe or something. So यहाँ पे कोलकाता से कनेक्ट करना है सी पोर्ट के थ्रू. दिस इज कलादान प्रोजेक्ट. बहुत एम्बिशियस प्रोजेक्ट है ये इंडिया का म्यांमार के साथ कनेक्टिविटी के लिए। राइट, सो दिस यू जस्ट अपडेट कौन कौन सी प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं इसके अंदर। कलादान मल्टी मॉडल ट्रांसिट प्रोजेक्ट, सो कोलकाता विद सितवे, this blue which you can see, and then there is another जो रोड के थ्रू कनेक्ट होगा वो आपका बेसिकली ये है जो मिजोरम और म्यांमार का सितवे को कनेक्ट करेगा, दैट इज कलादान project which basically is connecting by road Myanmar with Mizoram. So this you can see by road and by sea, and there is river basically inter river project also, blue वाला ये river है, red वाला road है, blue and red. This is very very important project, कलादान project. बहुत क्वेश्चन है कलादान प्रोजेक्ट से, सो याद रखना किसको जोड़ रहा है, ये किसके साथ जोड़ रहा है, इट इज कनेक्टिंग विच कंट्री विद विच प्रोजेक्ट. रोहिंग्या conflict is important. Rohingya conflict is basically between Myanmar's Rakhine state, and there is a violence between Rohingya Muslim and Rakhine Buddhist communities. Rohingya violence is very very famous. Rohingyas are Muslims of Myanmar, and वहां पे कम्युनिटी क्लैश हो रहा है रोहिंग्याज में, मुस्लिम्स में, एंड रैखाइन बुद्धिस्ट कम्युनिटीज. एंड देन म्यांमार मिलिट्री इज बेसिकली पुशिंग रोहिंग्याज आउट ऑफ म्यांमार. So there is a Rohingya conflict, and certain militant groups as Arakan Army. So this Rakhine state earlier was named as Arakan Army and Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army. So Rohingyas are in Myanmar. So Rohingya conflict is in Myanmar, Rakhine state, Rohingyas. So Myanmar से related these are the two news. You know Myanmar के अंदर, Myanmar is not a democracy now. Aung San Suu Kyi, she was the pro-democracy leader, but now military junta is ruling Myanmar. Myanmar, there are two important news about Myanmar. One is related to Rohingya conflict, Muslim of this Rakhine state, that conflict, and another is the project which we just now discussed. That project is from Kolkata to Myanmar port. These two are important news related to Myanmar. So remember these two important news. So there's a Rohingya conflict, and then there are some kind of militant groups which are formed. So this is Myanmar's Rakhine state conflict or Rohingya conflict. Okay. What is this BPAC system? What is BPAC system? Block proving by Excel counter system. BPAC system. किसको बोलते हैं BPAC system? And I'm sure you people are writing simultaneously and getting benefited from the class. We are doing the November current affair, friends. Yeah. So BPAC is related to Indian Railway. Block proving by Excel counter. This is a system which was used in Vasind Asangaon section of Mumbai division. और ये हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ सेफ्टी इन ट्रेन ऑपरेशंस. अभी हमने पीछे देखा कुछ ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट्स हुए इन उड़ीसा एंड ऑल आल्सो, तो उन एक्सीडेंट्स वो ना हो उसके लिए एक ये सिस्टम है, सेफ्टी सिस्टम, ब्लॉक प्रूविंग बाय एक्सेल काउंटर. इसका डिटेल वी नीड नॉट टू गो फॉर दैट बीपीएसी, बट ये एक सेफ्टी मैकेनिज्म है जो रेलवेज में यूज होता है, ट्रेन में यूज होता है, ब्लॉक प्रूविंग बाय एक्सेल काउंटर. Which state has released draft state energy efficiency action plan? Draft state energy efficiency action plan किस स्टेट ने रिलीज किया? Which state has released state energy efficiency action plan? Draft means before it becomes a policy document or law document, it is a draft. So which state is working in energy efficiency action? Energy efficiency action law. कौन स्टेट बना रही है? विच स्टेट इज मेकिंग एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी एक्शन प्लान? विच स्टेट इज मेकिंग दैट? Answer is Kerala. Kerala is making, Kerala is the state that is achieving the significant energy saving. So in exam, if any question comes related to energy efficiency, the answer for that is Kerala state. What measures Kerala has taken? Electric vehicle, green buildings, energy efficiency in household and industries. So that is the energy efficiency means Kerala. Recently, Kerala drafted one energy efficiency action plan also. ECTA, इकोनॉमिक टेक्नोलॉजी कोऑपरेशन एग्रीमेंट, कौन सी कंट्री के साथ हम कर रहे हैं आफ्टर 5 years? अर्लियर वी वर हैविंग इट, बट देन वी सस्पेंडेड इट एंड नाउ वी आर अगेन हैविंग इट. So with which country? With which country we are having economic and technology cooperation agreement? Economy and technology cooperation agreement with which country? ECTA with which of the following countries we are having? Yeah, so we are having it with the Sri Lanka. लिख लो, India, Sri Lanka, ECTA, Economic and Technology Cooperation Agreement. So on economy and technology cooperation, right? National Public Procurement Portal. This portal is very, very important, friends. GEM portal, government e-marketplace. So whatever government department is going to purchase, procurement means purchase, that is to be done online. And this is something to remove corruption in procurement process. So सारे का सारा ट्रांसपेरेंट करना है काम, उसको ई प्रोक्योरमेंट बोलते हैं. और गवर्नमेंट का ई प्रोक्योरमेंट प्लेटफॉर्म इज कॉल्ड जेम पोर्टल, दैट इज गवर्नमेंट ई मार्केटिंग पोर्टल. And this is the procurement portal, procurement of service from government e-marketing portal, and it is going to touch 1.5 lakh crore. This data is important. How much is the scale of procurement by government? That is 1.5 lakh crore. And who is the CEO of government e-marketplace? That is PK Singh. PK Singh. So what is important, sir? What is the name of procurement portal of India? Government e-market GEM portal. कितना हो गया इसमें स्केल? 1.5 lakh crore. And who is the CEO of GEM portal? PK Singh. This is important information. PK Singh. Okay, friends, next is Mahadev book. What is this book? Mahadev book. What do you mean by this? It is now associated with what? Mahadev book is associated with what? This is the betting app. Betting app. You know, Enforcement Directorate and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology issued the order to block some 22 illegal betting apps and websites जिसमें Mahadev book is a, it is not a book actually, it is betting app. Betting app है, जहां पे आप betting करते हो. And Reddy Anna Present Opro app. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this also is the name. Remember these two names. They were the betting app which were banned recently. Online betting app. So ED and Ministry of Information Technology, MITI, have banned these apps. Betting app. So Mahadev book and this are the betting apps. So कुछ betting apps को अभी किया है, बैन किया है गवर्नमेंट ने. What is the name of wheat flour, packaged wheat flour, which was launched by union government at subsidized rate? Name is Bharat Atta. Its name is Bharat Atta. Understand? So this is the name of Bharat Atta. That is the packaged wheat flour, subsidized. Bharat Atta क्या है? Yes, its name is Bharat. What is the cost of this? Per kg 27.5 rupees, whereas market price is more than that, 27.5 rupees per kg. भारत आटा, भारत आटा जो है वो सब्सिडाइज्ड पैकेज, दिस फ्लोर विच गवर्नमेंट इज रिलीजिंग, भारत आटा. एंड द कॉस्ट ऑल्सो is important, you should update that also. Paris Masters title, who has won Paris Masters title? Who is the number 1 player of tennis in the world? Novak Djokovic is the number 1 tennis player, and he clinched 7th time Paris Master title. He defeated Dimitrov in the final. He has not lost any match since he lost Wimbledon in the final to Carlos Alcaraz. So Carlos Alcaraz ने इसको Wimbledon ने हराया था. Is number 1, and this boy defeated him in Wimbledon final in July. So number 1 player Novak Djokovic. Carlos Alcaraz is also very famous tennis player now because he defeated Novak Djokovic. Which chess player has won FIDE Grand Swiss Open title? FIDE. It is related to which game? Okay. देखो chess players Vaishali and Vidit Gujarati, they have won FIDE Grand Swiss Women and Open title. Vaishali and her younger brother Pragna Nand, first brothers sisters to qualify for in their own basically domains, in their own categories. She became the first Indian to win Grand Swiss. So Vaishali, Vidit Gujarati and Vaishali's brother Pragnananda, so they are associated with this brother and sister. They are the chess player Vaishali and Pragna Nand, chess players who have won this Grand Swiss, FIDE Grand Swiss. Okay, next question. Treaty of Conventional Armed Forces in Europe, कौन सी country came out of this treaty? Conventional Armed Force in Europe, Treaty of Conventional Armed Force in Europe. See, what is this treaty all about is that we will not be using the conventional forces or conventional basically arms in the against the countries. That is a pact, international security pact. As I told you, I explained you about Cold War era after World War II. After World War II, the entire world was divided into two groups. USSR and USA and NATO. So there was a Cold War going on. At that time, some treaties were signed so that war does not take place. This was Conventional Armed Forces Treaty, which was signed between Russia and NATO's and all. But now Russia has come out of it after the Ukraine war. The purpose is, to prevent the war from taking place. It was signed in November 1990. So which country has come out of Treaty of Conventional Armed Forces in Europe? That is Russia. Now there's a guided missile destroyer, name is Surat, and that is Navy's latest guided missile destroyer. सूरत में एक हजीरा में लाइट हाउस है, बहुत फेमस लाइट हाउस, और वो गल्फ ऑफ खंबट में है. उसके नाम से इसका नाम रखा गया है. एंड दिस इज फोर्थ शिप है जो इंडिजिनसली हमने डिजाइन की है. सो नेम इज सूरत, और इस सूरत सिटी के नाम से उसका नाम रखा गया है. This is very important. World Intellectual Property Organization, as you are going to write this exam, Controller General Patent Design and Trademarking. So India's patent applications have increased 32%. When I say that more number of seats are going to come in examiner patent and design, 1000 more seats are going to come. Abhi 500 seats are advertised, for which exam is going to be in January. 1000 more seats are going to come. Why? Because of this reason. Indian patent mein there is 32% rise. Maximum rise in the filing of the patent is in India. That is why World Intellectual Property Organization has released this information. Highest increase in any country is in India. See, India is not the country coming out with the maximum number of patent. No, that is still US and China. But rise, the percentage increase in filing of the patent maximum is in India, 32%. This is very, very important information. So 32% rise in the filing of patent filing by people, that is in India, and that is there is a requirement of examiner patent and design. So India is the highest. As per RBI guidelines, what is the maximum value of GST, goods and services, traded through payment aggregator? That limit is 25 lakh. Pay Global is basically the payment platform जो क्रॉस बॉर्डर पेमेंट को अप्रूव करता है. It's a payment aggregator. Like you will pay to there's a processing fee for platform. Payment gateway, it is basically payment gateway, आप लोग भी यूज करते हो. So payment gateway is like, if I want to purchase something, I'll pay to that, and that will have some transaction fees, transaction cost will be there, and then money will be given to others. Like whenever you purchase any module from YourPedia, you pay to payment gateway. That payment comes to YourPedia not directly to our account, it comes to our account through some payment platform, payment gateway platform. दिस इज दैट पेमेंट गेटवे प्लेटफॉर्म. उसका लिमिट अभी 25 लाख रखा हुआ है. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ इट. द लिमिट ऑफ दैट इज 25 लाख, राइट? सो दैट लिमिट इज 25 lakh. When do you celebrate National Education Day? When is National Education Day celebrated? Every year, friends, National Education Day is celebrated on November 11. Why it is celebrated on November 11? It is celebrated on November 11 because it is the birth anniversary of Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad. You know, there are two Abdul Kalam. One is Abdul Kalam Azad. He was our first education minister. Another is Abdul Kalam, Dr. Abdul Kalam. And he was our president and scientist. Both got Bharat Ratna. Both got Bharat Ratna. Abdul Kalam was also longest serving president of Indian National Congress. He was the president, but he served maximum years as president of Indian National Congress. Abdul Kalam. So, in his remembrance, we celebrate November 11 as National Education Day. See, I don't think nobody can comment on sufficient or not, but at least you should prepare. You should keep jotting down the things. I'll give you as much as possible. This is a 50-page document. Just go through it, and in 6 months you will have 500 pages of document of current affairs. So just if you have gone through once, it will remain in your advantage suite. Crude tanker vessel. So Iran actually advantage suite was seafarer onboard vessel. This was the ship actually, tanker vessel, crude tanker vessel, advantage suite, which was seized by Iran in Gulf of Oman, but then they have safely repatriated to India. Iran's navy seized Marshall Islands flagged oil tanker with 24 Indian crew member in it. So Iran has seized this. Advantage suite. So what is advantage suite? You should know this is a crude tanker vessel. काफी न्यूज में था ये. 24 इंडियन क्रू थे इसके अंदर, एंड इनको ईरान की नेवी ने सीज कर रखा था. सो दिस वाज द ऑयल टैंकर. Ben Gurion Canal project. Now, what is this project? Right. So, Ben Gurion Canal project. What is this project? It is a basically canal project through Israel, and this will connect Gulf of Aqaba with Mediterranean Sea. Gulf of Aqaba with Mediterranean Sea. right? So Gulf of Aqaba and Mediterranean Sea, it is connected through Israel with this. And let me show you the map. This is Ben Gurion Canal. अब देखो ये पार्ट जो है ना, ये छोटा सा पार्ट, दिस इज द गाजा स्ट्रिप वेयर फाइट इज गोइंग ऑन. कैन यू सी दिस स्मॉल पार्ट हियर इजिप्ट? दिस इज गाजा स्ट्रिप. जहां पे इजराइल इज अटैकिंग हमास, दिस इज दैट गाजा स्ट्रिप. बाकी सारे के सारा इजराइल है. अब ये वाला जो आपका कैनाल प्रोजेक्ट है वो ये प्रोजेक्ट है, एंड ये कनेक्ट कर देगा इसको यहां पे. गल्फ ऑफ अकाबा, दिस इज गल्फ ऑफ अकाबा, दिस इज मेडिटेरेनियन सी. गाजा स्ट्रिप इज फेसिंग मेडिटेरेनियन सी. सो अभी जो इजराइल इज अटैकिंग हमास, दैट इज गाजा स्ट्रिप, एंड हेंस दिस बेन गुरियन कैनाल कैन बी वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. This is through Israel. Okay, so Rahul, it is 11th November only, if I by mistake written. 11th November is the National Education Day, and that is the birthday of Abdul Kalam. 11th November only. Suez Canal, Mediterranean Sea, and Gulf of Suez, Red Sea. Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, Suez Canal, and Suez, Gulf of Suez. And this is Gulf of Aqaba. This side is Egypt, this side is Jordan, this side is, Israel. So this is very very disturbed area as of now. So who has developed this INA dashboard for cities? Which ministry? INA dashboard for cities portal is developed by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Right, so INA means mirror, that means comparison. So when I see mirror, I can compare myself, with someone. Mirror is nothing but how you compare yourself, reflection. You reflect yourself with others, something like that. So urban local bodies across country can participate in this. So INA dashboard for cities. Cities will give their information and others can also compare on those information. So it is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. INA dashboard for cities. Arab League Organization of Islamic Cooperation. So Arab countries, Organization of Islamic Cooperation means Arab countries. Where was this summit? In which city was this summit? Which city had the summit of Arab League, Organization of Islamic Cooperation, or group of Arab countries? Right, so it was Saudi capital Riyadh. Saudi Arabia का जो capital है Riyadh, there Organization of Islamic Cooperation took place. So there is fight was going on, like whether we should have tie up with Israel or we should cut the ties with Israel. So that Arab world was also divided into two. Islamic countries were not same in that. Airgun surrender abhiyan in Arunachal Pradesh. In Arunachal Pradesh, Department of Environment, Forest and Climate Change of Arunachal Pradesh told people to surrender their guns, air guns and all. Air guns and all, please surrender these. You should not use this to kill birds. That started in Arunachal Pradesh. So in which state air gun surrender abhiyan was seen? That was in Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh, where people were asked to surrender their guns so that they don't kill the bird and wild animal. Whosoever are having the license of the guns, they were also asked to surrender it. So Billie Jean King Cup is related to which game? It is related to tennis. And Canada recently made a history when they won their first Billie Jean King Cup title. It is a World Cup of Tennis. World Cup of Tennis is called Billie Jean King Cup. There are different kind of uh, tournaments which are having different names. जैसे इंडिया में संतोष ट्रॉफी किस चीज से रिलेटेड है, या आपका रणजी ट्रॉफी किस चीज से रिलेटेड है. So some exam Ranji is cricket, Santosh is a football. Similarly, there is hockey trophy. So Billie Jean King Cup is related to tennis. World Cup of Tennis is in this name. And Canada recently won the Billie Jean World Cup title. ये एक एक लाइनर आपको याद रखने हैं, एग्जाम में यहीं से क्वेश्चन आता है. एंड देन व्हेन वी डू इट फॉर 6 मंथ्स तो करंट अफेयर आपका इस तरीके से यू कैन प्रिपेयर. DRDO with one of the organization did Zorawar light tank project. What is Zorawar light tank project? DRDO with which of the following completed Zorawar light tank project? Okay, so that was with the Larsen and Tobro, that is the company L&T. Recently we have taken American engine for this light tank project, Zorawar light tank project. Earlier we were thinking of German engine, but we could not get the clearance. Then American engine was used in this, and DRDO with L&T developed this light tank. टैंक दिस इज जो आपका फील्ड में यूज होता है, बैटल फील्ड में जो टैंक यूज होता है, नेम जोरावर. तो डीआरडीओ एंड एलएनटी मिलके बना रहे हैं. स्पेस इंडस्ट्री इज रिलेटेड टू व्हाट? स्पेस स्टार्टअप है ये. वी हैव सीन स्पेस स्टार्टअप बाय different companies, like even Amazon has it, Tesla has it. तो स्पेस कंपनीज, जापान की जो स्पेस प्रोडक्शन कंपनी है, स्पेस स्टार्टअप है, स्पेस कंपनी जो अपना ल्यूनर एक्सपीडिशन प्लान कर रहा है 2024 में, मून मिशन फॉर मून, दैट इज व्हाट दे आर प्लानिंग. And that will be on SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. And the name of the lander is Resilience Lander. तो अलग अलग कंट्री का जो मिशन होता है, दैट यू शुड नो. तो स्पेस इंडस्ट्री इज द नेम ऑफ दिस बेसिकली मिशन, लूनार मिशन, मून मिशन. एंड दैट इज अ सेकंड फ्रॉम जापान, सेकंड सच मिशन. पहला फेल हो गया था, फर्स्ट फेल्ड, and then this is, they want to check food production, experimentation there, water electrolysis, deep space probe, these things they want to do. So jo bhi ISRO, NASA, these organizations are doing, same Japan also wants to do. There was a restriction on scientific expedition of Japan for many years by US. Kylian Mbappe, what is, I don't know what is the pronunciation of this, but a football player है और किस कंट्री का है, that is France. Recently he scored hat-trick in which France defeated Gibraltar at Euro qualifier. 14-0 से, you see, 14 goal and 0, that is big. अर्लियर जब फ्रांस की जो सबसे बड़ी विन थी, दैट वाज 10-0. सो दिस किलियन बापे गॉट हैट्रिक, 3 goals. So he's a French football player. Some player which are famous, you should be knowing that. This is a hotspot map, friends. You should know what is a hotspot map. Hotspot map is those areas which basically climate change के हिसाब से extreme areas हैं. From climate change perspective, which are the extreme spots areas, they are hotspots. They are called hotspots. So India's rank is 12th in the risk index. So when it is related to the women which are related to agri-food system and facing the risk of these things, India is 12th in the risk index. This hotspot map is basically related to that. And the rank of India is 12th. Level of climate change and its threat risk for women which are working in agricultural sectors. So you should know what is a hotspot map. Hotspot map is something which shows level of climate change threat. These names you have heard, this can be asked in some of the exams for you. Las Vegas Grand Prix title किसको मिला? Who has got this racing driver who has got Las Vegas Grand Prix title? Verstappen is the actually world champion in the racing. He claimed 18th win in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Earlier, Sebastian Vettel has got this kind of achievements. All-time winner list में Verstappen now has joined Sebastian Vettel also. So this player is related to Formula racing and all Grand Prix. Free trade agreement. India is discussing free trade agreement with which of the following countries? Free trade agreement is basically the trade between two countries where tax will not be put if there is a trade between two countries, right? So with which country? Okay, free trade agreement with which of the countries? इंडिया कौन सी कंट्री के साथ फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट कर रहा है? इंडिया इज डूइंग विद विच कंट्रीज? यस, यूके हैज रिक्वेस्टेड इंडिया to protect its geographical indicators under free trade agreement. So what are the geographical indicators? That product which is in the name of some geographical area, like Scotch whiskey, Scotch, cheese also. You know what is geographic indicator, right? So some British geographic indicator products which are named here, they should be protected, and UK says that we need protection for our agriculture geographic indicator products under free trade agreement. So negotiation चल रहा है इंडिया एंड यूके का. नेशनल फार्मेसी कमीशन बिल, which ministry? National Pharmacy Commission bill by which of the following union ministry? This is Union Health Ministry has unveiled this draft. Purpose क्या है? फार्मेसी काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया को नेशनल कमीशन के साथ सब्स्टिट्यूट करना, एंड फार्मेसी एक्ट विल बी रिमूव्ड. नेशनल फार्मेसी कमीशन बिल इज बीइंग मेड and Pharmacy Act 1948 will be removed. Pharmacy Council of India will be replaced by National Commission. So pharma education in India will go through transition. Pharma education, because pharma is a very big sector, very big industry, pharma. So pharma education in India should go through some transition. So National Pharmacy Commission bill under Ministry of Health, right? ऑस्ट्रा हिंद. अभी देखो हमने कुछ मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइजेस के बारे में डिस्कस किया विद इंडिया, श्रीलंका, इंडिया, अमेरिका, मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइजेस. ऑस्ट्रा हिंद ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ होता है. सो जॉइंट मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज बिटवीन इंडिया एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया इज ऑस्ट्रा हिंद, एंड इट इज गोइंग टू टेक प्लेस इन पर्थ, ऑस्ट्रेलिया. सो इंडियन सोल्जर्स आर गोइंग टू बेसिकली टेक पार्ट इन दिस एक्सरसाइज, ऑस्ट्रा हिंद. कौन सी स्टेट को नया ज्योग्राफिक इंडिकेटर मिला है? सैफरन, किश्तवाड़ सैफरन. किश्तवाड़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट इज इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. किश्तवाड़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट इज इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. एंड ये जो सैफरन है, सैफरन को कुमकुम भी बोलते हैं लोकल लैंग्वेज में, दैट इज कॉल्ड कुमकुम. सैफरन ऑफ किश्तवाड़ इज वेरी वेरी फेमस. एंड ज्योग्राफिक इंडिकेटर है वो. ज्योग्राफिक इंडिकेटर जब भी बनता है तो ज्योग्राफिक इंडिकेटर रजिस्टर में रजिस्टर होता है. सो दोज ऑफ यू हु आर गोइंग फॉर दिस एग्जाम, दे नो ज्योग्राफिक इंडिकेटर इज द इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट. सो recently Kishtwar district of Jammu and Kashmir has got this saffron as geographic indicator. It is called kumkum. So recently geographic indicator is Kishtwar saffron of Kishtwar district, Jammu and Kashmir. Joseph Boakai, Liberian president. He defeated Villa. He is the first African footballer to win FIFA World Cup Player Award. Right. So, but recently Joseph Boakai has become president of Liberia. So, जो भी देखो कोई प्रेसिडेंट वगैरह बनता है तो उसका एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया जाता है. इंडिया साइंड एमओयू ऑन सेमीकंडक्टर. किसके साथ साइन किया? इंडिया ने सेमीकंडक्टर के ऊपर एक एमओयू साइन किया विद विच ऑफ द कंट्रीज, विच ग्रुप? G7, G20, आसियान ग्रुप और यूरोपियन यूनियन. इंडिया साइंड सेमीकंडक्टर एमओयू विद सम ऑफ द ग्रुप. India signed MOU on semiconductor with European Union. The group is European Union. So remember that with which we have signed the MOU and all, we should be known with the European Union. Al-Daf project. Which country inaugurated as largest solar power plant? Al-Daf. Al-Daf. Which country? UAE. It is 2 gigawatt Al-Daf solar photovoltaic independent power project. Abu Dhabi city, in the UAE near Abu Dhabi. And this just came when COP is going on 28 in UAE. So सबसे बड़ा solar power project वर्ल्ड में, that is in Al-Daf, the largest solar power project of the world is Al-Daf in Abu Dhabi. just ahead of COP28 meet, 2 gigawatt project. It's a 2 gigawatt. Just note down, Al Daf, Abu Dhabi, UAE, world's largest solar power plant. 2 gigawatt. 2 gigawatt is huge. In India, we don't have that big project, even thermal power plants. Regulatory framework for index provider. Which institution? So, Security and Exchange Board of India created this regulatory framework. And the purpose obviously is to promote transparency and accountability in governance and administration. Hemfest India 2023 event. Which city? Hemfest India. Hemfest India is going to take place in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. They are basically, hams are basically amateur radio operators. जो नए नए रेडियो ऑपरेटर्स बनते हैं, उनको बोलते हैं हैम्स. सो हैम फेस्ट हो रहा है गुजरात, अहमदाबाद में. जैसे आपसे कोई पूछेगा वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल कहां हुआ, दो दैट क्वेश्चन विल नॉट कम बिकॉज वेरी सिंपल नाउ, बट कहां पे कोई प्रोजेक्ट हुआ, कहां पे कोई फेस्ट हो रहा है, दैट बिकम्स इंपॉर्टेंट. फास्टर 2.0 पोर्टल, which institute released it? Faster 2.0 portal. So Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud launched this portal, and this portal, faster, means prompt information given to jail authority as the court gives order. जैसे कोर्ट से ऑर्डर मिल जाए कि इस कैदी को छोड़ दो, तो इमीडिएटली दैट ऑर्डर शुड गो टू जेल ऑपरेटर. नॉर्मली क्या होता है, कोर्ट का ऑर्डर जेल तक पहुंचने में भी कुछ टाइम लग जाता है, कुछ दिन भी लग जाते हैं, और वो प्रिजनर जेल के अंदर ही रहता है. सो पोर्टल 2.0 इज रिलेटेड टू दैट. इमीडिएट इंफॉर्मेशन गोज टू जेल अथॉरिटीज. फास्टर 2.0, that is called faster 2.0. faster 2.0. Which country has launched guide on gender inclusive communication? Guide on gender inclusive. Guide on gender inclusive communication. India's Women and Child Development Ministry, Women and Child Development and Monetary Affairs Ministry has launched guide on gender inclusive communication. इसमें कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जुड़ी हैं, जैसे बिल्स एंड मिलिंदा गेट फाउंडेशन, यूनाइटेड नेशन वुमेन, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री नेशनल एकेडमी ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, नेशनल जेंडर एंड चाइल्ड केयर, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ वुमेन एंड चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट. Collaborative effort. So it is India which has released this. Some miscellaneous MCQs. Let's hurry it up and let me provide you this. Which Indian initiative is recognized by Conference of Parties to the Convention on Biodiversity? COP15 में what initiative of India was appreciated? देखो, कन्वेंशन ऑन बायोडाइवर्सिटी जो हुआ था वो COP 15 में हुआ था, मॉन्ट्रियल कनाडा में. इन दैट नमामि गंगे वाज रिकॉग्नाइज्ड, दिस एफर्ट वाज रिकॉग्नाइज्ड. यू नो व्हाट इज नमामि गंगे? टू रीजुविनेट रिवर गंगा। रिवर गंगा का जो गंदा पानी है उसको साफ करने वाला प्रोजेक्ट इज कॉल्ड नमामि गंगे। तो दिस नमामि गंगे initiative by government of India was appreciated in COP 15, that is Conference of Party 15, and that was the Convention on Biodiversity. That was Biodiversity Convention. Namami Gange, remember this. So rejuvenate river Ganga, what is the name of the project is Namami Gange. वर्ल्ड के टॉप 10 जो रिस्टोरेशन प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं उनमें नमामि गंगे इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ दिस. Cleaning river Ganga, you know, largest river in India is Ganga only, and that is also related to religious belief of people. And the water of Ganga is very polluted now. To rejuvenate Ganga, lot of projects were initiated by Government of India. Latest Namami Gange, that is being appreciated by Convention on Biodiversity, Conference of Parties 15. Which organization won National Energy Conservation Award? 15. Indian Railways got this award from Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Bureau of Energy Efficiency is under Ministry of Power. I don't know how this is to be pronounced, but Kecheguda and Guntakal railway stations got the prizes. National Energy Conservation Award given to Indian Railway. If your vehicle is going on road and nearby there is an electric vehicle charger, on which portal you will get to know that electric vehicle charger is nearby? If you're going on electric vehicle, which portal will tell you that electric vehicle charger is nearby? Which portal will tell you that? EV Mitra, EV Yatra, EV Bharat, EV Info. I'm navigating, I'm going in the vehicle. So which portal will tell me that EV charger is nearby? Which portal? EV Yatra portal. That is in vehicle navigation of nearest EV charger. And which organization developed it? Bureau of Energy Efficiency. प्राइम मिनिस्टर एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम का सबसे ज्यादा बेनिफिट किसको स्टेट को हुआ? किस स्टेट यूनियन टेरिटरी को हुआ? मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ जॉब्स अंडर प्राइम मिनिस्टर एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम, प्राइम मिनिस्टर एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम में मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ जॉब्स वर क्रिएटेड इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. एंड दिस प्राइम मिनिस्टर एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम इज by Ministry of MSME, Ministry of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises, and Khadi and Village Industries Commission. So Jammu and Kashmir generated maximum number of jobs under Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. When is India going to launch green bond? And what is green bond? When will India launch its sovereign green bond? So we have already launched it, and the purpose is to reduce carbon intensity of the economy. ग्रीन बॉन्ड ऑलरेडी बिक रहे हैं मार्केट में, वो हैं ग्रीन बॉन्ड. द पर्पस ऑफ ग्रीन बॉन्ड इज that whatever revenue will be collected through these bonds, that will be used in public sector projects to reduce carbon intensity of the projects. So since 2023 ग्रीन बॉन्ड जो है क्या है, और 2023 से स्टार्ट हुआ है. नेशनल मोबाइल मॉनिटरिंग सिस्टम, ये क्या है? नेशनल मोबाइल मॉनिटरिंग सिस्टम, व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज अंडर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रूरल डेवलपमेंट and to digitally capture the attendance for Mahatma Gandhi Narega guarantee scheme so that attendance is captured. Transparency के लिए. You know Mahatma Gandhi Narega is the employment guarantee program, unskilled laborer. So attendance को capture करने के लिए digitally there is a national mobile monitoring software. I'm giving you some miscellaneous informations which are relevant, recently asked in the exams. Online gaming is something which needs to be controlled. There are two ministries involved in online gaming module. MITI, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, if online gaming involves monetary risk, money. And Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, if video games which you are playing does not involve money. So online gaming के साथ Ministry of Electronics and IT is involved. So this ministry is involved for online gaming. Gaming market, online gaming market is a huge market in India. So which is a nodal ministry to control that online gaming? That is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. What is Future Engineer Program? What do you mean by Future Engineer Program? Amazon launched this Future Engineer Program, and that is to provide access to computer science to children and young people. And which ministry is working with Amazon? That is Ministry of Tribal Affairs. So बच्चों को कंप्यूटर साइंस का नॉलेज सिखाना, to make computer literacy among children and young people. Future Engineer Program is launched by Amazon. So which company launched it? Amazon. Amazon Future Engineer Program is the initiative of this particular company. National Green Hydrogen Mission, very very important mission. National Green Hydrogen Mission, 19,000 crore, 19.7 thousand crore, that is the outlay. 2021 it was launched, and this will contribute to make India Atmanirbhar, global clean energy transition. If the electricity which you are using to generate hydrogen is coming from a renewable source, it is, then hydrogen is called green hydrogen, right? So there's a blue hydrogen, there's a green hydrogen. National Green Hydrogen Mission is very very important mission. Clean Energy Mission, National Green Hydrogen Mission. So which hydrogen is called green hydrogen? If the electricity which you are using to create hydrogen is renewable energy, then it is called green hydrogen mission. And then green hydrogen is used for, you know, automobile and all, so to make the vehicles. Veer Gata project, Ministry of Defense and Ministry of Education. वीर गाथा, सो स्टोरी ऑफ ब्रेवरी। गैलेंट्री अवार्ड विनर जो हैं, जिनको आर्मी में अवार्ड मिला है, परमवीर चक्र एंड ऑल, गैलेंट्री अवार्ड विनर, तो यू आर टू मेक द प्रोजेक्ट और एक्टिविटीज बेस्ड अपॉन द स्टोरीज ऑफ दीज पीपल। वीर गाथा प्रोजेक्ट, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन। आम आदमी क्लिनिक, मोहल्ला क्लिनिक, very very famous. Mohalla clinic is going on in which state? So state of Punjab is coming out with Aam Admi clinic. You know Aam Admi? Aam Admi is in Delhi and in Punjab. Government of Aam Admi is in Delhi and is in Punjab. So Aam Admi clinic is called Mohalla clinic. It was launched in Delhi first and then in Punjab. So which union ministry notified officials to act as member of grievance appellate committee? Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Grievance Appellate Committee. I mean, this is a quasi-judicial body where they will be resolving grievance problems. So this Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has notified 9 officials. Right? E-adjudication of company law violation. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So certain things are easy to understand. My कंपनी लॉ से रिलेटेड जो भी काम होगा वो कॉर्पोरेट अफेयर्स मिनिस्ट्री करेगी. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट अफेयर्स विल बी डूइंग समथिंग व्हिच इज रिलेटेड टू कंपनीज एक्ट. E-adjudication, I mean online resolving the issues. E-adjudication of company law violation. Entirely on virtual mode. So corporate filing system will be made very simple, smooth. MISTI. MISTI is what? Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitat and Tangible Incomes. So mangroves plantation will be made along the coastline. Mangroves are basically जो coastal area है उसका vegetation. So MISTI project is related to mangroves, which will create the jobs for people living on coastline areas. It is related to that. MISTI. It was announced in the Union Budget 2023. So what is MISTI all about? You should know this project of MISTI. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has signed MOU with one organization to develop the wastage to energy project in million plus cities, and that is EIL. Engineers India Limited is a public sector. EIL. It is going to develop waste to energy biomethane project. ऐसी सिटी जिनमें 10 लाख से ऊपर पॉपुलेशन है. That is green growth actually. इंडिया के अंदर there are 59 million plus cities. This information itself is important. इंडिया में there are 59 cities in which population is more than 10 lakh. There you should have green growth. So waste to wealth, waste management, waste to wealth or waste management is to be taken care of in these cities. इसलिए वेस्ट टू एनर्जी और बायोमीथेन प्रोजेक्ट लगाने हैं. जो भी वेस्टेज है ऑफ द सिटी 10 lakh population is huge. So wastage in the form of, biodegradable or something, that is to create methane or that is to create wealth. उसके लिए मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हाउसिंग एंड अर्बन अफेयर हैज साइंड एमओयू विद इंजीनियर्स इंडिया लिमिटेड. इंजीनियर्स इंडिया लिमिटेड काउंसलिंग एंड प्रोजेक्ट हैंडलिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, पीएसयू. दिस इज अ पीएसयू व्हिच एक्चुअली टेक्स डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स. District as export hub is being implemented by which union ministry? District as export hub. One district, one project. Department of Commerce in Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. One district, one product. It's a very, very important, scheme of government. One district, one product. Commerce and Industry Ministry. One district, one product. That is to make each district export hub. Let me tell you what is this. Every district should see what they can export. One district may one particular product which can be developed for export. That is called one district, one product for exporting, and the Ministry of Commerce and Industry is the nodal agency for that. One district, one product. Which state has given the inflation relief package to the state people? And that is Rajasthan. 19,000 करोड़. चिरंजीवी स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना, that is also they are giving package because elections was there. Ujjwala scheme is related to LPG cylinder. So Rajasthan has given 19,000 crore as inflation relief package. मतलब महंगाई बढ़ जाने से लोगों को 19,000 करोड़ रुपए का रिलीफ उन्होंने दिया. चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ राजस्थान, that is Ashok Gehlot, to provide relief to people from rising prices. Inflation means महंगाई. The package includes free food packet every month to poor family, LPG cylinder for rupees 500 under Ujjwala scheme, free electricity up to 100 units. So you see now governments are giving freebies, whether Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, जहां भी इलेक्शन हो रहे हैं, give freebies. That is the meaning of it. अमृता नगरोत्थान स्कीम कौन सी स्टेट में है? That is, the scheme in Bengaluru city. It is Karnataka. 108 kilometer of road is to be developed in Karnataka. Amruta Nagarothana scheme, that is in Karnataka. Bommai, Chief Minister Bommai is comprehensive development of Bangalore city. That is 9,698 crore project. All bars will be closed now. New liquor policy. अभी bars नहीं चलेंगी. New liquor policy. That is मध्य प्रदेश government has announced it. अभी bars वार बंद कर देंगे. We will not allow the bars. That is मध्य प्रदेश government. No liquor in the bars. Will stop the liquors. Liquor policy. Which state in India has first to adopt the water budget? Address the water scarcity, so proper utilization of the water, that is water budget. And that is to spend some money so that we can invest on making proper utilization of the water as resource. That is called water budget. So Kerala state is the first state where water budget is presented. Friends, you know, these questions directly indirectly will come in exam, so please don't forget, revise these questions properly. सागर परिक्रमा यात्रा क्या है ये? This is basically to resolve the problem of fishermen so that economic well-being is promoted. प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजना and Kisan credit card. These are the fishery schemes. Sagar Parikrama Yatra is for resolving issues of fishermen and other stakeholders to promote their economic well-being. Sagar Parikrama Yatra. Udan 5.1. What is Udan 5.1? To increase the connectivity to remote areas through helicopters, this scheme was developed, released by Ministry of Civil Aviation. Udan 5.1. Enhance the connectivity to remote areas. Udan 5.1 scheme. स्वच्छ जल से सुरक्षा कैंपेन. स्वच्छ जल से सुरक्षा, ये जल जीवन मिशन का पार्ट है और मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ जल शक्ति ने स्वच्छ जल से सुरक्षा कैंपेन लॉन्च किया. वाटर क्वालिटी शुड बी टेस्टेड. जल जीवन मिशन is a very important mission. Jal Jeevan Mission is a very important program of Ministry of Jal Shakti. Ministry of Jal Shakti, and ये बहुत important उसका प्रोग्राम है. स्वच्छ जल से सुरक्षा. Which union ministry is implementing Vigyan Jyoti initiative? Vigyan Jyoti is a science, technology, engineering, mathematics, STEM. डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी ने लॉन्च किया इसको. To increase the number of girls candidate in STEM, more girls should join science, technology, engineering, mathematics, for which Ministry of Science and Technology launched this. Vigyan means science. Vigyan Jyoti, right? So audit online. Which union ministry launched audit online? So to conduct the audit of various programs of government, Union Ministry of State Panchayati Raj department has announced it, audit online of various programs and policies. Audit online. Right? Manual for disaster management. Which union ministry has released manual for disaster management? Union Ministry for Jal Shakti. I told you Jal Shakti ministry has launched a couple of policies and programs which are important. So Union Ministry of Jal Shakti has launched manual for disaster management. And it is created by Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation. Manual for disaster management. by Ministry of Jal Shakti. Which state has announced Indira Gandhi free smartphone योजना? अब इंदिरा गांधी के नाम से है तो इट विल बी बाई सम स्टेट वेयर कांग्रेस इज रूलिंग, राइट? तो वो ओनली तुम्हें एक ही स्टेट नजर आ रही है, दैट इज गवर्नमेंट ऑफ राजस्थान. स्टेट विल प्रोवाइड इंटरनेट एंड वॉइस कॉल सर्विस विद फ्री मोबाइल फोन. मैंने बताया कि इलेक्शन के टाइम पे तुम्हें फ्रीबीज देनी है, हर आदमी को फ्री मिलेगा, मोबाइल फ्री मिलेगा, मोबाइल पे कॉल फ्री मिलेगा, इंटरनेट फ्री मिलेगा, सब गवर्नमेंट फ्री देगा. विश्वकर्मा योजना कितने हजार करोड़ की है? विश्वकर्मा योजना, दिस इज बेसिकली स्किल डेवलपमेंट अमंग यूथ. 15,000 करोड़ रुपए की 15,000 करोड़ स्कीम विश्वकर्मा योजना. विश्वकर्मा योजना. ई बस सेवा, what is e-bus? There are 3,000 electric buses and 10,000 are to come. So 10,000 e-buses are going to come in different cities. That is electric buses, public transport system in cities. Electric buses for clean weather and clean. Which ministry launched Women for Water, Water for Women campaign? Women for Water and Water for Women. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And the flagship program is Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, Amrut. So Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched Women for Water and Water for Women campaign under Amrut. Okay friends, so that brings me to an end of this November current affair lecture, current affair session. See, if you want to score good in your exam, you need to study. Nothing can be made easier than a particular limit. I mean, study to aapko karna hai. I was seeing somebody was commenting that, sir, your lecture is not good because sometime you are teaching this, sometime you are teaching that. But tell you, friends, one thing, things cannot be made very, very easy beyond a limit. Uske baad to aapko baithna padega. Those of you who can sit for 4 hours continuously, if I can teach 4 hours, you can also sit for 4 hours. If you can do that, any exam you can clear. Otherwise, if you keep on finding the easier ways, kuch strategy bata do, tell me something without reading which I can go to the exam and I can crack exam. It is not like that. If you want to get a very good thing, very good job, you need to compete with others. And for that, you need to be different from others. You need to sit, you need to study for 4 hours, 5 hours at in one lecture. I mean, offline class mein also, we have a practice. 4 hours ki class used to be there. 5-hour class used to be there. As a teacher, we have that practice. You need to do that. As a student, you need to sit and you need to study. You need to have self-discipline. And if you bring that self-discipline in you, you can clear any exam. If 1 month current affair is taking 4-5 hours, 6 months will take 25-30 hours. That means 4-5 days. That's it for you. So 4-5 days mein current affair, 4-5 days mein another subject. In 1 month to 2 months, you can clear the exams which are coming. I mean, so many exams are coming, so many jobs are coming. I told you, Controller General Patent Design and Trademarking, 1,000 more seats are going to come. 550 are advertised, for which exam is in January, but more seats are going to come. So if you want to get very good jobs and all, please prepare and put effort. That is my genuine request to you. I'll cover October month also, and I'll keep on covering other subjects also. Please attend the classes, don't miss the classes, and revise whatever is being provided to you. All the very best. थैंक यू।